Hey, how's it going, guys? Captain Kuba here. Welcome back to this members hangout of sorts. We're back again playing some God of War 2018. Sorry, I'm just having to recoup my thoughts, man, because I've just been doing a lot of things in the morning. But welcome back, everybody. Like, we are back. I have to lean because I noticed that the chat box thing is right there, so it takes almost half of the screen, so I just have to lean awkwardly. But how are you guys? Welcome back. If you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna go ahead and just jump into the game so I don't have to lean awkwardly like that. So here we go. As you can see, I was actually like buying some new armor. I had a really cool moment. And it's like it kind of like when this game works, it works. Like when the storytelling works, it just works. And I was just like, I was buying armor, and Kratos and Atreus just have like this little moment. Hold on.
Disciplined, not because we feel ourselves superior.
Sure, I know. It's just, it feels good to be strong, you know?
Yes, I know.
I don't know. It's that little conversation is like, it feels good to be strong, you know? And he's telling this to Kratos, bro. The guy who like risked everything for power and conquest, like, and it's just happening in gameplay. Like, it's just little moments that I'm like, sometimes it really does work. Sometimes it really does work, and you have to give Santa Monica some props. But I'm sorry, this was just a weird way to start the stream. But how are you guys? Let me get the chat going on my phone, and then we'll be good to go. I think I say this almost in every live stream, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be live streaming for. I'm feeling kind of off today as well. Like I don't know. I'm just like feeling a little bit off, so I might not do it for too long.
Was there something else?
But how are you guys? What's up, Blood? Daniel, Dean. I'm postponing watching Horizon Hotel. Oh, Horizon, wow. Has been Hotel to be here. Don't tempt me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What's up, Nine Strike? How you doing, man? Oh, so last thing we did was kill the dragon. I feel like honestly, like this is when the game, not here. Like I think the game 2018 really starts to get really good after you rescue Mimir. Like it's nothing but up from that point on. But like all of these parts have been kind of like a little bit slow in my opinion. But after you meet Mimir, and it's not that Mimir himself makes it better. He does. But there's more stuff happening in the story after that, you know? And you can argue that the story of God of War 2018 is all a whole thing about your princess in another castle type of thing. I get that. But it just gets better, man. What's up, Alexander? How you doing, man? Is that dragon really bigger than Garm? Who said that? Why is that a thought that came into your mind? Did someone, Santa Monica, say that or something? We can go look, I mean. Where did we come from? Oh, we just climbed here, right? Hold on a second. Yo, Daniel, member for 65 months, man. Not flex, but you guys should be a member like me. Yeah, you want to be a member for like 65 months? You gotta do it, man. You gotta beat Daniel here. Cory Barlog is the Spielberg of video games. I saw one time a line in The Simpsons that it's very I don't know, I'm not trying to roast Cory because I do think Cory is like one of the best writers in the industry, right? But whatever you say, something is the something of the something. It's like it's not really the anything, you know, because the something is the something. Does that even make sense? Does that even make sense? I don't even know if it does. Ooh, I like this one. I think I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, let's go with that. Daniel, what did you retract just now? Let me see. Is this dragon bigger than Garm?
Any interest in checking it out?
I mean, it's kind of hard to see from here. He's pretty big, but I'm not sure if I would say he's bigger than Garm. Like, did someone at Santa Monica say that or something? Like, what triggered that thought? That's what I'm asking. Well, I don't know where, but I saw someone that say that the dragon is the biggest enemy in the Norse saga. Oh, it could have been like one of those enemy scales, like what do you call it? Like boss comparison scales. I've seen a lot of those. I don't know. I don't really put much thought into that kind of stuff. Like, I just kind of go with, like, it's big, you know? Same with the Titans and Surtur from God of War Ragnarok. Is like, yeah, they're both big. I'm not really sure which one's bigger, though. Magni is kind of the opposite in Ragnarok, because it starts off great and then slows down. Oh, yeah. Wait, were we talking about, like, the pacing of the game? Like, how, like, when it starts to get good and stuff?
There we go. Want me to shatter it? Oh, I'm gonna like this. Strange, though. That one didn't completely blow up. That crystal, I shot it once. It's alright. Enemy down.
For me, Garm looks a lot bigger. Look, I honestly, I mean, I'm not like trying to diminish like your opinion on it. I don't care. I just think Garm is a way better boss fight than Sasha. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? So the giant that Freya brought back to life, Sasha, come on. Doesn't matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Thamur? What about Thamur? I'm just saying, like, I just don't really care about the size that much. Sorry, I burped. My bad, you guys. Oh, shit. Okay, get up. Anyone else? What's in here? Okay. Hello, you. I beat God of War 1 for the first time, and I really enjoyed playing the game that started one of my favorite video game franchises. Bro, yeah. God of War 1, man. Look, I'm super biased, I know that, but I think the Greek saga still holds up great. I think it's a huge misconception that people say that the Greek saga hasn't aged well. Whether it needed a change, that's a whole other story. But man, it's still, to me, it just plays great. God of War 1 does have some issues with the camera sometimes. But overall, man, it's such a great experience. Do the attack, do the attack. Oh, come on, Atreus. Sorry, I started the stream like, and it's been nothing but fighting since I started. Give me just a sec. It's not about the sights, it's the motion of the ocean argument. It's the motion of the mechanics, man. That's what does it for me, you know? To make it more about video games. There we go. Kuba's technique is a technique guy and not a size guy, confirmed. Wow, you guys really ran with that, huh?
That has to be the way out of here.
I don't want to say anything. Look, I'm gonna become a Bloodborne lore book right now. You get to read into that whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want. Are you going to revisit Ragnarok after? Man, I said I would, but I don't know if after 2018 I want to take a break from it. But then again, I really don't know what I would do with the members. Believe it or not, I am thinking of I mean, you guys are just gonna ran with this, okay? But I'm just gonna say it regardless because Konoruki and I are thinking it. I'm thinking of like opening up another Discord, but this time around just having it so like there's not gonna be any like chat rooms or anything like that. And I know that's to you guys sounds boring, but I think that's kind of where the issue started last time. And well, we're probably gonna have just like a thing where you guys can call in, just the members. You can call in and just talk to me for a bit. But then again, I don't know how many times we'll do that a week. Maybe once a week or even like twice a month, because I don't know, like when there's we can't argue that we're currently going through a bit of a God of War drought, you know. And I know I'm trying to diversify my content to do other stuff, other games. But it's gonna take some time. I totally understand that it's gonna take some time, you know. And I've had some success with other types of video games in the channel recently. So, it's possible. So I might be looking into that. What happened to the other one? Look, I can take, like... It was my Discord. I'll take full responsibility for it, that... I'm just not someone who likes the idea of constantly be talking to people that I even like, okay? People who support the channel, you know? Like, I don't like texting that much. I only text with my wife, like my friends and I, like, every once in a while we call or something, but texting is just something that I don't do. And the idea of being in a chat just kind of, I'm not gonna say that it gives me anxiety, but it just overwhelms me too much because there's a lot of people talking and it's really hard to have like multiple conversations at times because I hate to say it, because I'm kind of like the star of the show. It's my Discord, you know? Everybody wants to talk to me about something else, and it just became really difficult for me to like engage with the community that way. And there were other issues with the Discord, that people wanted too many channels. Like they wanted a specific thing addressed for them. Like they wanted a meme channel, they wanted something else, and it was just like, it just became too much, to the point that I just kind of ignored it, and I just felt bad because these were paying members, right? But if I do have a Discord again, it's gonna be on my own rules. Like I really have to, I know it sounds cliche, but I have to embrace who I truly am. That sounds so cliche, but who I truly am, and what I like, you know, how I like to interact with people, and that's the only way that it's gonna be successful. But again, that's only like in the preliminary like stages right now. We're thinking about it. We'll have to come up with rules and how to implement it and stuff, you know. I feel what I liked the most about God of War 1 was the story and Kratos. He doesn't feel in the first game like a classic... Wait, he doesn't feel in the first game like... Oh, he does feel. What an idiot. I mean, I'm such an idiot. I'm like, no, I'm like, what are you talking about? He is a Greek tragic hero. What are you talking about? He does feel in the first game like a classic tragic hero. The cool thing about... I'm gonna make it... I agree with you. Yeah, the God of War 1 story is amazing. But, the cool thing about God of War 3 is that it kind of circles back to that, which in itself is very much like a Greek tragedy thing. Like it circles back to that moment in Kratos where he just wants to end it all, you know? Like it just... I do think the Greek saga is heavily underrated. Like there's a lot there to like, you know, dig your claws into. Is that even a term? I don't even know if that is. Yo, the Medgar, what's up, man? 2018? Harder, daddy? What? How's it going, man? How you been? You feeling the God of War hype, Chronicler? How's it going, man? We just shoot the shit together whenever you feel like it, or do so between us members. Yeah, I mean, like I do like how it's going now with these member hangouts, and in a way, like forcing myself to stream has been good for the channel. Because prior to that, like, I just went pretty much, like, incognito. Like, just, like, completely silent. And the channel, like, if you looked at my analytics, you can see that the views completely dropped. And I don't want this to be just, like, oh, like, YouTuber talk, like, he's talking about just views and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that the channel kind of lost the spark, you know? And the spark... Oh, shit, I forgot about this guy. The spark wasn't really found just within God of War and Cory Barlog and theories and all that. It was with the community. Like, we were engaged back then, we were talking and stuff. And just by streaming, doing the members only thing, and streaming weekly, maybe I'm streaming a little bit too much, but for now I'm gonna keep it how it is. But just the fact that I'm engaging once again in the community, like, just has, I don't know, kickstarted my, this is gonna sound gross, my content making juices. Told you it was gonna sound gross, but so now I'm like, more ideas are coming to me because I'm having conversations with you guys. I'm like, oh yeah, I could totally talk about that and that, you know. And yeah, I haven't, the output in content has not been insane or anything like that. I'm still kind of taking my time with it. But it's been good overall for the channel, just because, or overall good for me, you know. Where's the other one? Where's the last one? Oh, I thought you were a member, Chronicler. Welcome, bro. Welcome back. Wait. The streams have been great. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you liked them, yeah. Where's the last... This is the case always with 2018, man. This always happens, where I'm able to get 2 of them. But then the last one is so well hidden. They lure you in with a false sense of like accomplishment. Okay, I got 2. Where's the last one? Where is the last one? It's not here. Oh my god. Hold on a second. At least I can get the chat on my computer though, because it's become a habit at this point to have it on my phone, but it's much smaller. See guys, size does matter. Sorry to break it to you. I'm alright, the Blue Point League was very interesting. I'm personally okay with no news because I'm busy with other games and replaying the old ones. But the pain is still painful, lol. Cope, man. That's what you call cope. But no, I do know that you really got into well, I don't know how's it going with you with that game, but I know you were really excited for Ghost of Yote, right? And how is it, by the way? I've heard pretty good things about it. I heard that it's kind of in a way PlayStation's first. It's gonna sound insulting, but true open world game where it just feels more open in the things that you can do. Because I've always been complaining about that old style of open world game like GTA, and I hate to say it, even to some extent that Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like, yeah, it's open, but for the most part, like, everybody's gonna have the same playthrough, you know?
Not long now.
But I heard that Ghost of Yote is really open. And yeah, to talk about that, like, the same thing has happened to me where I'm not really feeling the God of War drought that much because I'm having fun just streaming games. And also, like, I'm playing things on my own. Like, I'm still in Silksong. That game has taken me...
We're so close now.
It's taking me so long to finish, man. And there's parts where I just get bored. But then something will happen. I'm like, okay, I'm back on it. I'm back on it again. Above the mural. Okay, we'll go back.
Stop.
What? Can I just go back? I can't go back. Yeah, damn it. Okay. Yeah, we'll go back and get the thing. Hold on.
Broken quiver will slow your draw. Pain we endure. Faulty weaponry we do not. This will do for now. Good?
Good.
I want to ask you guys something about this moment. Because to me, this is one of the most mind-blowing moments in the entire God of War series. Because I personally did not see it coming, the whole mistletoe thing. Like, it completely went over my head. I had read Norse mythology stories before 2018 came out. But I had never seen this little moment as setting up how Baldur's Curse was going to be broken. I never saw it. So when it finally did, it just blew my mind. I'm like, oh my god, that little scene back then early in the game was more important than I realized. But I keep burping. I'm so sorry, guys. I ate before, sorry. But but I want to ask you guys, when this scene happened for you guys the first time, did you also not realize that it was going to be leading to Baldur's Curse being broken? Or did you guys know immediately? Like, I'm really curious about that. Anyway, let's see if we can go back now. Let me get that rune thing. We extend our conversation about, hold on. Let me read Chronicles. I might. No, I read that. Okay. Read that. Yeah. To extend the conversation about the first 2 Greek games, I think God of War 1 aged worse compared to 2. And 2 is really cool with the locations and cutscenes are so good for 2007. Oh, yeah. I've always said that's what I like the most about 2002, God of War 2. It's almost like a meditative game. Like, I like the quietness of the older games, where like you go with, you know, long stretches of gameplay with no cutscene or anything. Like, it's just you and the world just exploring. Not really exploring. I'm not gonna say exploring. but it's just you and the world because it's pretty linear. So in the above, what was it? Above the mural. Ah, in there, right? I didn't even go in there. Give me a sec. Above the mural. There we go. Thank you. Completely forgot about it. Sorry I wasn't a member for a while because my credit card expired. Yote is good, but Tsushima hit harder in my opinion. The world is really fun to explore. Hey, don't worry about the whole members thing. I don't even think I'm a member anymore of your channel. I'm sorry, bro. I tend not to go in live streams too much, but I might become one. If I come across some extra hack silver? It's hack silver, right? I'm like, hack sliver? That's not hack sliver. But if I ever come across some more hack silver, I'll definitely become a member again. But yeah, that's kind of, I got that impression of it, that maybe like the story in Tsushima was better, but the open world aspect of it seems a lot more fun and engaging in Yote, right? And I was thinking of getting it, but man, this year has been insane for games. Like, I'm still like, I'm not gonna say stuck, I'm still like fully like into Silksong, and I don't want to stop that to play another game, but I honestly don't know how Silksong is gonna take me, because I just now got to Act 3. I did the regular ending, and now I made it to Act 3, and
Guess we're doing this.
the game is huge, man. Okay, hold on. In other news, I got my first copyright infringement email yesterday. What did you do? Were you watching a video or something? Ring out. Got it.
Enemy down. Ready, father.
Hold on.
How'd I do?
You
I
fucked
see
up, Kaptain?
improvement.
With what? This is where Ragnarok started? Oh, because of the curse being broken and stuff? No, how the fuck did we think that a grown man would have punched a little kid? Oh, talking about the mistletoe thing? I didn't know shit about Norse myth, lol. I knew Boulder dies of mistletoe, but mistletoe being in the form of an arrow made me completely forget about it. Thought it was just a cool little moment. Yeah, see, that's such a brilliant move on Corey's part, man. Because it's like, it's not just me who just didn't see it, because I had read the story of how Baldur dies in Norse mythology, and just moments before, Cindy was like, "Oh yeah, mistletoe arrow," but that did not register. And again, it's one of those moments that he hid with like good storytelling, a good moment between a father and a son, but its implications in the Norse mythology tale are much bigger than we could have imagined at that moment. Just again, when this game works, man, it works. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, no doubt. What was that?
There must be some way up.
Oh shit, I thought it was like a tower or something. Okay, never mind. I'm seeing shit. It's much like Odin's Raven, I'm seeing shit, man. Tsushima hits harder because of the impact in the first had. Yote is definitely the sequel that Tsushima should be. Yeah. I feel like Atsu doesn't care about getting revenge at times. I think Yote was very safe. Sequel makes me appreciate Ellie Williams more. Ellie Williams? The Last of Us? That's her last name? Ellie Williams? I did not know that was her last name. But I guess
You hear those voices too, right?
that's Joel's
Yes.
last name? I don't know enough about The Last of Us lore, to be honest with you. I didn't know that was her last name.
That sounds like the same man who came to our house.
Do you
said you killed him.
do you think Greek mythology is more interesting in general compared to Norse? Look, I think whenever you start digging into any mythology, like, all of them become interesting.
You two still tripping over yourselves to impress.
I just have a really soft spot for Greek mythology. Like, I just like the look of it. I like the gods. I like certain stories that you find in it. It's the one I grew up with. I'm more drawn to it. You know, there's more statues. I hate to say it. Yeah, there's more statues. Like, bro, when I learned that there was a Talus enemy that I forgot it was Hephaestus who created it, but it had the blood of the gods or something, Icor like cursing through it, and that's how it moved. I'm like, I'm sold. This is my favorite thing ever. You know, this is it, man. I don't know. I've always liked Greek mythology more than any other mythology, but when 2018 was announced, I started to do research into Norse mythology, and I found it just as interesting. I thought it was really good too, and now there's other games like you guys saw me talking about the Luland. I don't even know how to say it. Luland game, the one with the skeleton, and I want to get more into Chinese mythology. Chinese mythology has not grabbed me fully yet because I think that one, culturally speaking, is so far away from where I am, like the West, that its significance does not hit me nearly as much as Greek mythology does. But I'm sure it's just as interesting, and at least that game looks really good, man. It looks really good. I can't lie, dude. I'm looking forward to Lulan so much. Got into the new pop recently too, and it's great. Oh man, it just looks great. It just looks, oh, man, that combat style, bro. The fact that they literally said that the game is inspired by older God of War games just brought a smile to my face, because for the longest time we've heard that style of game is outdated, and I'm like, and this whole year we've seen like revivals of certain like styles, like what's it called, Tides of Annihilation. That's one of my most anticipated ones as well. We haven't heard, which is kind of weird.
You have nothing to offer.
I'll stop. Give me a sec.
So take your questions, take your threats, take these two worthless wankers
and piss off. Anyway, the game Tides of Annihilation just seems to be like a DMC clone. Like, not in a bad way. I'm just like a game that really likes DMC, and it's trying to emulate some of what it did great, right? And there's other ones. I know, like, there's an indie one called Anendra that's trying to be more like Ninja Gaiden. But there hasn't been a developer that's like, what about the older God of War games? What about that style of game? What about that style of hack and slasher? And we finally have one. We finally have one. And it's a little bit different. Like, the camera, even though it's fixed, it's still pulled out a lot more. Some people have said that it has like the camera of Diablo. Man, the camera here is really shaky. It has the camera of Diablo. But man, the fact that you can see all of the enemies at once is such a refreshing style to see again, man. I don't know. Alright, let's watch the cutscene. Let's watch one of the best cutscenes. Oh shit! Almost dropped the water.
Very topic of conversation. A tattooed man traveling with a child.
Boy, check their path. Make sure we're all alone.
But we just saw them
Do
leave.
as I say.
He doesn't know what you are.
And I would keep it that way. Who are you?
Me? I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the Nine Realms. I know every corner of these lands, every language spoken, every war waged, every deal struck. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. And I have the answer to your every question.
Why does the son of Odin hunt us?
Okay, there are a few gaps in my knowledge. But Odin's had me imprisoned here for 109 winters. I'm a clever lad. I can piece it together. Promise. Just given time.
Nobody there, just like I said.
The boy's mother is dead. She wished her...
She wanted us to spread her ashes on the highest peak in all the realms.
Oh, then you've come to the wrong place, little brother. The highest peak in all the realms is not here in Midgard. It's in Jotunheim, realm of the giants.
No!
That could not be what she meant.
Take a look. This is the last known bridge to Jotunheim in all the realms. See that mountain? Looks like a giant's finger scraping the sky. That's the highest peak in all the realms. No here.
Can't we just take that bridge? We have a Bifrost.
When the giants destroyed all other bridges to their realm, they locked this one up with a secret rune. If it still exists, only a giant would know it.
And all of them left Midgard a long time ago.
True. But today, the winds of fate have kicked up a strange vortex of coincidence. Fact is, there's only one person alive who can get you where you need to go. And luckily for you, my schedule's wide open.
We're going to Jotunheim, right?
It's your best and only move from a tactical standpoint. It's the one place the man who cannot be killed won't follow you.
What do we do?
Yes!
First, you need to cut off my head.
Wait, what?
Odin made sure that no weapon, not even Thor's hammer, could free my body from these bonds. But fortunately, you don't need my body. The trick is, we need to find someone who can reanimate my head using the old magic.
Yeah, I pointed out to Chronicler where it's like, how do they know? How exactly does he smell like a god? What is it about him? Like, well, does he give off like god vibes? Like, what exactly? Because he does look pretty normal. He's decent. I'll give him that, but he looks pretty normal. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Magic. There's a witch of the woods. She knows the old ways.
And she'll help. She might do worth a try.
But if she fails, he will be dead.
He tortures me, you know. Every day, brother. Odin himself sees to it personally, and believe me, there is no end to his creativity. Every single day. This isn't living.
Very well.
Oh, I can't watch this.
Brother, in case you can't resurrect me, there's something you need to know. Boy, the longer you wait to tell him his true nature, the more damage you do. He will resent you, and you may lose him forever.
There's much about me I would not have him know.
So you value your privacy more than your son, eh?
I'm going to cut off your head now.
Fair enough.
I like Yote, but I can't beat Tsushima. Jin is just that guy. Hopefully there will be Ghost of Tsushima too. I think it's possible. That's still like one of the most puzzling things of Sucker Punch in recent memory. Like, why? People say that Jin's story was over, but I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, wasn't there like a, historically speaking, another Mongol invasion later on?
Yeah.
And the whole thing at the end were like, oh, like they're gonna hunt you. Like they're like, that sounds so cool. Like Jin embracing like his himself as the ghost. Bro, like the story was just getting good in my opinion, right? And I don't know anything about Atsu, right? She could be like a really good character, but
Do you remember the way
that happens to... I feel like developers need to be more aware of that, where, you know, when you have like a fan base that's completely committed to a single character, it's not impossible for them to suddenly care about another one, but you really have to like make sure like the change is justifiable enough, right? Because at least for me, like that was one of the things that kind of stopped me from getting it day one. I haven't gotten it yet. I was like, okay, maybe she's cool, but I kind of like Jin at the start, so I want to see his story. Like, there's not that urgency anymore. There's a disconnect in the story for me, right? But maybe I'll get it one day. Maybe I'll get it one day.
House.
Yes. The woods with the blood red leaves.
I learned Mimir and Skylar White have children.
I know just where to go.
What?
Hope she made it back from Alfheim and can bring Mimir back.
This has to be like a very high IQ joke, because I'm not seeing how Mimir and Skylar White from Breaking Bad are connected. I'm not getting it at all. Like, what do you mean? He said we could use this, right? Yeah. Right. A man with ashy skin and red tattoos just killed one of the highest Norse gods. Kuba, he seems pretty normal. Well, he didn't. Well, Mimir doesn't know. He didn't kill any Norse god. I mean, he defeated Baldur momentarily, but Mimir doesn't know that. Like, he's just a guy with the white skin. Like, for all he knows, that could be like war paint.
Look at this place. This must be a branch of the World Tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
They're married?
Right, I know.
They were?
I believe it was Baldur that came to our house. The Aesir god.
Yeah.
Baldur. And you fought him. And won.
Yes.
One of Odin's sons. Thor's brother. And now he's hunting us with his nephews. Why is this happening?
If we can raise the head, you can ask him.
Man.
Okay.
Every time, look, the thing about 2018.
But I secretly hope we find a giant somewhere in that mountain. I guess they really did leave Midgard. Except for the serpent. You may be the last of his kind. Are you the last of your kind too? Is that why you don't like to talk about
My kind.
I mean, your family. Before Mother and I. Where you came from. Mother, father?
Now is not the time for that.
Yes, sir.
The thing about 2018
Wow.
that makes it such a good game, and at least I tend to forget it, is the little details, man. It's just the little details, like these little conversations between Curtis and Atreus, that when you're streaming, like, you don't really feel the impact of that, but when you're playing alone, like, they do work, okay? And it's stuff like this right now. Like, I'm looking at it right now. The fact that the game, before it, thanks Kratos, before you even see it, it shows you, man. It shows you right there. Like, it's just little stuff like that, that on a second playthrough, even though, like, pacing wise it's hard to replay, like, you get to see all of these little details, and it just works, man. It just works sometimes. Like, it grabs me, like, pay attention to me, and you're compelled by it. Ah, man. And the thing is, after I'm done with 2018 again, I'm gonna forget it. Because it's much slower. The pacing is much slower. It takes its time to build up the story, but every time I replay it, I'm like, this game be good. This game be good.
Rock! Rock! Rock!
What? I'm on a fucking break. Don't hear me screeching at you whenever you're twiddling your short and curlies.
Leave him, boy.
No, Fab. Well, you already soiled my solitude, so you may as well join me.
You're not hungry.
Good. It's not what I was offering.
Saw your brother again.
Congratulations. And I'm sure you'll let him go and Roger my axe good and plenty again, hmm? Let's see the damage. Little canker throat wouldn't know proper weight and balance if it were dangling off his chut. You eating well enough?
I guess.
Good. All better. Now what the fuck else you want, huh? Times you get so wrapped up
I
in
love
his
seeing the tower
works,
down there. It's such a cool little detail, man. It's like that with a lot of things. Ragnarok has a lot of those as well. Like remember, like in Ragnarok, you can see. God damn it! I always forget the name of this boss. The one in Vanaheim, the one that it's holding, the one that comes when Freya's curse is broken. It starts with an N.
Trying to concentrate here.
What's this name? I always for whatever reason, I always forget that Nidhogg. Thank you. I mean, I always forget it, man. But anyway, you can see Nidhogg's like chewing on the roots of the World Tree when you go and first meet Brock and Sindri. It's just little tiny details like that. Just like, that's so cool. That's so cool, man. Rip fucking gratitude. Yeah, I remember not really getting it at first. Like, it was like only until like my 4th playthrough. I think it happened on the channel that people pointed out, oh yeah, that's fucking gratitude. I had not put 2 and 2 together. That was fucking gratitude the entire time. I'll never forget Santa Monica. Forget? For cutting the scene in... You mean forgive? Santa Monica for cutting a scene in Ragnarok that shows Brock's blue bare cheeks. Wait. I don't know now if that's a joke. I don't know if you're joking about that. Has Eric Williams said something about that? I don't know if he actually did. That would be funny if he did. Oh, I think in the art book, like, there's a scene where they're in a... Not in a bathhouse.
Back to the witch.
But like hot springs. I don't know if Brock is in it though. I think he's just another dwarf, right? So I honestly don't know if like that's a thing. Bo, for your question about Mimir knowing Kratos is a god, Baldur is Odin's best striker. Obviously, it's obvious that if he ran away, it means that he beat him in a fight. No, but he doesn't know that he fought him though.
Do you remember the way back
It's
to
funny
the
that gratitude is also one of the recipes in the cookbooks. Yeah. I'm gonna have to read that book again. And I'm gonna have to read... I think it happened in a couple of streams in the past, where I noticed that there was evidence to believe that the book was written before the big story change in the Norse Saga happened.
Yes.
And I want to read it again, because I remember there being more stuff about, I think, the Light of Alfheim or something. And the Light of Alfheim didn't really play a big role in Ragnarok, as much as big as I thought it would, at least. Who am I kidding? It didn't really play a role at all. Nothing happened with it. But I believe there was something in Lore and Legends that said that Atreus kept dreaming about the light. Like before Ragnarok, before God of War Ragnarok, that is. So I'm obsessed with that, man. I'll never be able to, and I think that's what I find so fun about that topic of reconstructing the original story of Corey. It's impossible. It's a fool's errand, you might say. I get that, but man, it is so fun. It is so fun, and just
The water dropped.
When the serpent rose. Right. I knew that.
I don't know. I just find that so fascinating. Just like thinking about that, stimulating, I guess is the word, right? You didn't watch the 20th anniversary interview with the cast? No, I did. But I don't remember them saying that. I know TC Carson was there.
He seems competent.
There was a moment in that interview that I don't know if it was a joke, but I got kind of awkward, like secondhand embarrassment watching it. Like I felt kind of like uncomfortable watching it. I think Christopher Judge had his like hands like was like, oh, look at TC Carson, like just joking around. And I think TC Carson was like, stop touching me or something like that. And I felt uncomfortable. I don't know if it was a joke, because I don't know to what extent how good they get, how well they get with each other. You know, like I don't understand. But I remember there being something in that interview that just made me feel really uncomfortable. Like, oh god, this is kind of awkward, you know. Then this game should be a prequel about fucking gratitude. Hey, I still say we should get a Faye prequel, man. I'm down for that still.
Bring it back to life. Can we keep the head?
In Ragnarok, Bela and Big Deer also say something about the light,
Okay.
but I don't know what exactly. Well, I mean, the whole thing about Bela and... yeah, Big Deer. Sorry, I completely forgot about those characters, but I know, like, there's Big Deer? And what's the Traveler guy that dies? Man, Ragnarok is a blind spot for me. Like, what's that guy's name?
Turtle must be standing up.
The one that he just... fell. Not fell, he jumped, and then he just simply rolled. I thought that was Big Beer. What's his name? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, we'll do that stuff later. It's kind of funny when TC came out and everyone stood up and Daniel and Alistair looked so confused, like, okay, I guess. I'm gonna have to rewatch that whole thing again, man. Because I could have sworn like there was some tension prior to that interview. At least like the way TC Carson spoke about the whole situation is that he felt kind of like, I guess I'm gonna use the word hurt. You know, that Santa Monica didn't even call him to say that, hey man, we're going with someone else, because he had been Kratos in every other God of War game. And 2018 marked that dividing spot. The dividing mark was like, okay, he's not God of War, he's not Kratos anymore. So he felt like kind of hurt, but and in that interview they seem to be fine, except that moment where I'm talking about where he seems kind of uncomfortable with like having physical contact with Christopher Judge. So I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe it was just me. Beer,
Guess the gods aren't
so there's
welcome.
beer gear, okay, and big beer. Damn it, bro! I hate Norse names. I hate them with a passion. Hold on, let's see. Roger said they cut it. He was cooking in the kitchen in Sindri's house wearing nothing but an apron. LOL. I forgot about that. Who is Roger? Who is Roger, by the way?
There he is. I hope he remembers us.
Charlie. The McBurger. Alright.
How's it going, Charlie? Is your witch friend here?
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. Or what it sounded like in my head, anyway. Charlie. Right behind you! Roger, behind you!
Bruh. That all? One more. Shit. I like Norse mythology, but I hate Norse names so much. Oh, I hate them, bro. I hate them. Like they are so hard to pronounce, man. I think they paid TC Carson good money to get him on the anniversary. That's also possible. That's also possible. Like for these guys, like I'm not saying they don't care about like the series and the fans, but a lot of times it's just a gig, you know.
It's so good to see you again. I knew you were.
With that said, do you think like he is gonna be back if the rumored Metroidvania thing, like if it's real? Do you think he will be back? Because the rumor is that it's going to be a prequel. I think it only makes sense to bring him back, to be honest with you. Like if you're doing like younger Kratos, you need to give it to TC Carson. Like that would definitely feel like a stab in the back, okay? A backstab, yeah. But I think they should give it to him, you know? It's Odin's ex.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to
I don't
life?
think Santa Monica foresaw
I'm not sure
people
I
making
understand.
fun of that line so much. They thought it was just a line, but that was the issue.
Those.
It was just a line. How they said like,
Give them to me
if you
now.
do this, I'm gonna fix everything with my ex. I'm like, oh god, bro. What's next? You're gonna slide into her DMs again, Odin? Like, what are you gonna do next?
You find any more, you destroy them, understand?
Do you understand?
Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore. Now, what's this about a head?
It is kind of funny that you do have to use suspension of disbelief here, because like Freya, you can totally see the mistletoe arrow like still on his chest. Like there's one thing of mistletoe still on him, you know. Which kind of game you prefer most for chill streams like this, or does it matter to you? I mean, I honestly like the Greek games. Any Greek game, like it's much more. When it comes to streaming, like it's better when the characters are not constantly talking. And in these games, like they don't save all of the story bits for cutscenes. They have them spread out through gameplay as well. And sometimes when characters are talking, I feel the need to just shut up and just listen to it again, right? But yeah, the Greek games I think are also definitely better for just chill streams. But I just hadn't played 2018 in a while, so I'm like, let me just do it again with the community. Let me just do it again, and I'm having fun with it. Even though, like, yeah, it's kind of annoying at times. I'm still having fun with it, you know?
Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his
At
request.
his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table. Pamela. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut.
Luke, I never noticed that, Luke. I never did the fact that, yeah, she totally notices it in Ragnarok when it's tucked in his shirt. I did not notice that. It's the complete opposite.
Off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
This is about to be Luke's favorite part. I think Luke knows what I'm talking about.
It worked!
It's an instance that I think Luke
Let me see him.
wishes he could be Mimir. Yeah, you don't know what I mean in a second. You don't worry.
Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
There, that's Luke's favorite part, and you know it. You know it, Luke. You know that's your favorite part. You want to be Mimir's head right now. You want to be Mimir's head. Don't lie. You know you want that for you right now. You know you want it. Come on, stop lying. It's not just about the feet, is it? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Calling you out.
Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either.
To be fair, look, it is the spit of a goddess. It's gotta have like some pretty good properties to it. Okay, it's not your regular Twitch streamer bathwater. It's gotta be more special than that, I would say. Okay, I think we can all agree on that.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir once, yes, but no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, Odin's wrath will not be far behind. Yet, we never see that. Why is that? Why is that? I don't know. I don't know.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
Kuba justifying why he would let Freya spit on him.
Boy.
But
Now,
You're welcome.
Yeah, Quinell, I think they did that to, I guess not break the illusion that
not trust her.
Christopher Judge has always been Kratos, but I also agree, I think it should have been T.C. Carson's voice there.
She lied.
And especially for older fans, it just sounds weird.
Best not to
Just
judge
like
her.
the delivery, it does not hit the same, you know?
I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
we know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Better to tell us the way.
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
Yeah, I feel like this is when the game truly begins to get good. Like, it's nothing but up from here on out.
So Mimir. Why did
And maybe
Freya-
Mimir is very important. Maybe Mimir is like a very big piece of it, because like the conversations flow a lot more smoothly now, and he gets to fill in a lot of the lore and stuff. Maybe that's why. Like, it becomes suddenly a lot more engaging, you know? I was always confused why the horn was there before Jormi even arrived. Yeah, that's a good question.
No,
That's a good question. There's a...
he claims nothing harms.
You've seen it. I don't have to show you, but I think it's in most of the towers of the... In every tower of the Lake of Nine, you see a figure blowing the same horn. And I know it's supposed to be like an artistic representation. I can completely agree with that. But it's interesting that it's the same horn, like the same curvature of the horn. But here, I'll show you. I'll show you for a sec.
A spell?
We'll do that. We'll make it interesting. I might have a picture of it. No, I don't have to go. I might have a picture of it because I took it recently for a video of some kind. Yeah, this thing. Right here. It's the same horn. Like, it's literally the same horn, like it's curved. But in this case, it's being used by someone who seems to be a giant. Again, I totally could be, like, exaggerating here, and this could just be an artistic representation. Because that's not how the horn is used. At least I think this is the same horn. That's how I take it. But what do you think? What do you think? But it is odd. It is odd that the horn is always... has always been part of the temple. Or at least that we know of, you know?
Hope he's not broken.
They kind of messed up face haircut. How so? I assume that was Tyr blowing Yellowhorn because maybe he believed he was the one to lead the realms in Ragnarok. The thing to me is that the horn in that...
We're on the lake.
Perfect.
And that, I'm not gonna say drawing, but an engraved image is identical to the horn here on the temple. That's the thing that I'm like, And it's also like near the temple, so I figured it's like the same one. I don't know. There's inside Tyr's temple. We'll only be able to see that much later.
Speak to the serpent.
There is like a tapestry that it shows Tyr. I forgot how it goes, but he might be like atop the where Mimir was, the mountain, like the gate to Jotunheim, and he's like talking to a woman. And I always thought that was Faye. I don't think it says anything anywhere that it's Faye, but for some reason I always assumed it was Faye.
That horn.
But I don't know if there's any connection between that, you know, I don't know. But then changed fate and it was Kratos. I hope in the next game they replace the Tyr statue with one of Kratos. Oh yeah! Bro, okay, you guys know I like me a good statue. We need to see that golden Kratos statue. I know that's not... It's very ostentatious for Kratos. He wouldn't like a statue of himself, I'm sure. But we need it. We need it. We need to see it. I'm really curious to see, like, how... Man, I keep talking about this, but I just feel like there's still so much more stuff in the Norse saga that they could do with it. That I don't understand how they're gonna justify the jump from Norse to Egyptian mythology. Here, I might ask Chronicler now that he's here. What do you think, Chronicler? How do you think they're gonna do the jump? You lean more into like good writing and stuff like that. You know, like what do you think? I love this scene. I love this cutscene, man.
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
All right, wish me luck. Got it, lads. He remembers me. Why you... Oh no, that's not right. Makuna huntun kun. Ekono thun novunora.
Hey, 'cause... 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 'cause...
knows the pain of your loss. He will help you.
Yes.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're
Me
ahead
and
of
Jeremy sound design. I love how he sounds, man.
We need two things.
It's such a distinct sound effect. I love it.
To learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one of the people we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants in their infinite wisdom saw
You need to see it, Kuba. What?
Only the tip of a
Oh,
magic.
he was already dreaming about a Kratos statue. You know it, man. You know it.
It's not far.
Man, Jeremy has a lot of black heads, man. Up there. Needs to get them out. It's interesting. I'm almost imagining it both. With PS5 and SSD and Unity Stone, you can jump from Midgard to Egypt immediately.
Tongue sober.
Okay. But what I'm talking about is like the reason for it, like story reason. Like the methods are there. I'm sure like the methods they can do it.
Even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
But I don't want to put you on the spot. Maybe you don't have an idea, so it's all good. I don't want to like dude, give me a theory right now, Chronicler. Maybe you're working on it. So I don't want to put you on the spot. I shouldn't have done that. My bad, man. Let's see. His breath must stink. Also, his breath is supposed to be poisonous in Norse mythology. Well, I mean, he does have the poison that kills Thor in Norse mythology, so it don't surprise me. Let's see, where do we go? This one always. The marker here is kind of confusing every time because I'm not sure if I can go. Need to go left or right. I always get turned around. Right there, right there.
So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever we do.
We're not exploring shit, Atreus. Even though I said we were going to. I totally said we were going to be exploring. We're like, nah, I want to do the main story. It's always the same, man.
Then thread pass between them.
I'm guessing Midgard will remain in the next game, but instead of realm travel, you have Pantheon travel, and Midgard kind of acts like the mother base from Metal Gear? Whoa. Never thought about it that way, but...
You never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
I don't know how they could do it.
Well,
I mean,
she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances.
I guess
And
technically they could do it.
without reason.
It just seems very convoluted, man. Like, if you're gonna go to Egypt,
Aesir and Vanir.
I figured you'd have to go completely there.
Wars for the Aesir
Not just
were
kind of pop in and out of
Vanir
existence.
had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore. But a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother? Precisely.
Oh, the why? I have no idea. All your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I figured, man.
Became determined to find a more enlightened path.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
Realm too early.
Good. The special chisel is ahead, past this gate.
Here we go!
Hold on, Luke. I'll read your comment in just a sec, bro. I should level up. I should get some new skills. I've been doing it like non-stop, man. You ever wonder why Corey said that Mimir totally didn't tell Kratos everything that the World Serpent said? Oh, dude, I think about that all the time. All the time, man. And again, I think... I have to look more into this. Because there might be something that completely breaks this theory, but I have this suspicion, bro, that Ragnarok already happened in this timeline. Like in this Norse story, the Ragnarok already happened. That's the simplest explanation why the giants are dead, if you really think about it. Because the giants are not simply just dead in Jotunheim. They have weapons and there's blood on the mountains. Like, there was a battle there. And if we're going by Norse mythology, the giants, the battle is Ragnarok. I think Odin really found a way to avert his fate in Ragnarok and defeated the Tides before that. And the whole story about that was going to be Kratos starting the war again. which kind of makes sense from a character point of view why he wouldn't want to do that, because he did that in God of War 3. He wouldn't want to cause the destruction of the realms again, right? So I feel like Kratos would have more of the opinion of, nah, the war's already done. We were supposed to move forward with it, right? I'm not gonna start this war again, which is very similar to what we see in Ragnarok. He doesn't want to fight. I think there's elements still there of the original story, and that's why Odin also says to Atreus that he found a way to avert his fate in Ragnarok. That's something that doesn't really get explained that much. Like, what exactly does Odin mean by that? I think that it's also a remnant of Corey's original idea. And sorry, I started because you asked about Mimir. I think Mimir knows about this. I think somehow Mimir knows. Most likely, I'm guessing Faye told him or something. I don't know how exactly, but it doesn't mean, like, I don't see all the pieces together. But I think there's something there. I don't think he's maliciously not telling Kratos everything. I think there's a reason for it, you know. Sorrow, welcome to the Spartans, man. Appreciate it. Ragnarok. There you go, man. Especially since why Odin would want inside Jotunheim if Thor killed them all. Yeah. There's no reason. We'll get to it later in the game where it says that giants seldom die of old age. It's very rare, you know. So it's like, why are they all dead? Why are they all dead? Yet Odin searched for a way to Jotunheim using travelers in Ragnarok. I have to look at the lore. Because I think in Lore and Legends it says something about when he formed the traveler religion. Again, like the reason I haven't made a video about this yet is because, like, I feel like there might be something I'm forgetting in the lore that completely breaks this theory. But it's a suspicion that I've been developing slowly. Like, there's something about it, you know. That's what I mean. Chroniclers are like, did he? Like, when in Ragnarok does he say that? Maybe Birgir knows. Maybe Birgir talks about it or something. Let me see. He creates them at one point. Give me a second, man. We must consult the lore. It's somewhere here. I thought I had it like marked or something, but I know at one point he creates the traveler religion to find a way into Jotunheim. I'm not saying that he in the past he didn't look for a way to Jotunheim. I'm saying he found it. So somehow he found it. Does it say that they're still looking for in Ragnarok? Exactly. And I find area where Kratos was there and relive a memory of him that will give us a chance to play with young Kratos in that memory. Oh wait, you might. Oh, okay. Became a member just to share my theory, lol. So my favorite theory is that I really want to happen. Doubt it. Loki goes to Egypt, use the marbles to learn magic, like in God of War 1, and find an area where Kratos was there and relieve a memory of him that will give us a chance to play with young Kratos in that memory. So Kratos went to Egypt, like a younger Kratos went to Egypt at one point, and he's gonna find a memory of some kind, and you will be able to play with it. I mean, look, it sounds cool, but I think there's problems with like the gameplay where it's like, I mean, well, not really, because like there's a lot of action games where suddenly like you change some characters, right? And you can play like in completely different styles. Like Ninja Gaiden 4 is doing that. Devil May Cry 5 did it. So there's a lot of games that make you play with multiple characters. So it's not impossible, right? But I think it would kind of break the flow a little bit. That's only my argument from gameplay, and also the story. I'm not sure. Oh, I mean, Fallen God. You're talking about Fallen God, right? That he went to Egypt there. That one doesn't make it impossible. But then again, like that's not an ability that Atreus has, to my knowledge, that he's able to relive memories. Maybe something he will develop. What I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of assumptions that have not been accounted for. We have to make a lot of assumptions in that theory, right? Yeah, travelers were being used by Odin. Can't remember for what though. I'm pretty sure in lore and legends it said that he conscripted the warriors and formed the traveler religion to find the way into Jotunheim. I'm pretty sure that's what it says in lore and legends, right? I always thought that Odin stopped searching for Jotunheim because he figured Loki is the better way. I mean, look, I feel like that's the big thing in God of War 2018 that could be used against the theory that Ragnarok already happened, because why does Baldur need to take Atreus with him to Jotunheim? What is it? But then again, we don't know that for sure. We don't know that if it's to find the way into Jotunheim. It's something that I think ultimately I won't be able to prove. And I know we shouldn't go on just feelings. That's not how making good theories work, you know? But Corey has said it multiple times in podcasts that everything in the game is a misdirection. I'm like, what does he mean by that? A misdirection of what? Oh, look. Oh, I thought it was two ravens. It's two fucking seagulls. I'm like, guys, look, it's Odin again. Have you heard of Hugin? You've heard of Hugin and Mugen, but have you heard of his seagulls? I couldn't come up with that name. There we go. I also think someone sent Yormi back in time, not Thor, because even after it happens, the tree doesn't seem splintered at all. I'm gonna have to think about that more. Huh. I never thought about that. Maybe it's hyperbole that the world tree splintered.
What is it?
I'm glad you asked that.
But it seems kind of like
just the story for you.
That's it. I never thought about that. Because maybe they're going through prophecy. They're thinking that the only way Jormungandr traveled back in time is because he fights in Ragnarok and he gets sent back via Thor. So maybe they're like us and they're thinking as in like, this is what happened in prophecy, therefore this is what must have happened to Jormungandr. But that's a good point. The world tree does not seem to be harmed in any way. Like, you figured that splintering the world tree would be important. Corey said the how is yet to be answered, so yes, the one thing Corey hinted at after Ragnarok, LOL. What do you mean? The how? Oh, like, the Jormungandr thing, right?
Giant, who, despite his mountainous size,
look, I gotta be honest, I never noticed that, man.
Stonemason this world had
I never noticed that. That could have some serious implications. Sorry for my poor English, so yeah, Atreus will go to Egypt and live his father's past with his magic. Yeah, but that would have to be developed further. You would have to find a way to explain this new power. And it's not impossible. Like, look, the whole marbles thing happened in Ragnarok. It wasn't really established in 2018, right? So it's not impossible that he'll get powers to relive someone's memory. If anything, that sounds more like an Atreus power than a Kratos, for example. So it's not too far-fetched, right? The thing is, like, as a theory, there's too many assumptions, and I feel like I'm a hypocrite because I'm making a lot of assumptions here about like what the original story of 2018 was going to be, right? But I kind of get what you're going with. I kind of get what you're going with. But we'll definitely have to see, and that also takes into the assumption that Atreus is the one who's going to be going to Egypt. And this one, my argument for this is more from a...
Sadly,
Santa Monica doesn't want to anger the fan base perspective, okay? I don't think Santa Monica will give Egyptian mythology to Atreus. I just don't. Atreus is kind of, I'm not going to say controversial, but not everybody is on board with him as a character. So I think Santa Monica is well aware that people want to see Kratos in Egypt, not Atreus. Atreus, he's going to be giving another mythology that is not nearly as known, in my opinion. But that's just my take, you know.
Caught the eye of the one person who didn't want to meet alone that night.
Kuba, you read Corey's story in the retrospective, right? What Corey... Wait. You know, Chronicler, I gotta be honest with you. I read the Greek one. And I started reading the Norse one, and I read... Let me see how far I got. Because I must have marked it somewhere. The point is, I didn't finish the Norse retrospective. And it's not because I hated it or anything. I just kind of... Well, I mean... I just felt like a lot of the stuff in it I already knew. And the stuff I didn't find that interesting. Wow. I kid you not. Okay, you saw me open it, right? I had marked it with this, okay? I literally stopped at the page. I literally stopped reading where you're talking about. Corey's story. Man, okay. I would read it for you guys, but I am a slow reader. There's a hint towards Corey's original story idea? Oh my god. Okay, look, I'll read this later because I don't want to be embarrassed. I'm a slow ass reader, man. Yeah, I think they were testing the waters with Atreus and Ragnarok, but realized people don't like him that much because everything that happens after Ragnarok has been very Kratos focused. What do you mean everything that happened after Ragnarok? Oh, I guess like Valhalla is the only thing. Not a lot of things have happened after Ragnarok. We're going through a bit of a drought, my friend, you know? Read it after. Well, yeah, I'll have to read it after, but wow, what are the chances, man? I literally stopped it on the important part, according to you. Very interesting. Okay. But,
so far from...
And look, yeah, I feel like that's a reason why I've, in a way, fallen in love with making theories. I had too much of a naive view, I guess, when 2018 came out. Hold on, I love this moment. I love this moment. Hold on.
Thor killed him.
Oh.
Oh no. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming
Oh.
place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord.
I don't mean to complain about it, but this moment felt a lot more epic the first time I played it. And I'm guessing this is one of the drawbacks of not having a fixed camera angle, where I just kept going forward and I didn't look up. It was up to me to see the cool reveal. Whereas in the Greek games, the camera would definitely pan towards the giant. In my mind, this moment was a lot cooler. I'm a little sad. I'm a little bit sad. Let's keep going. Well, I'll talk about what Luke said in a bit.
The truth is, the sweaty ball bag just got lucky.
But I felt a little bit out of love with making theories because I had a naive view back then in 2018 that I guess I failed to take into account that, look, these guys are human. You know, Santa Monica it's comprised of humans. That sounds stupid to realize, but what I mean is, like, mistakes and things in projects just don't pan out sometimes. Like, things just don't work out, right? And in my mind, Corey's original idea just became this thing that was, like, fixed. Like, this is gonna happen. Everything, there's a reason for it, right? And in some instances, Corey did say something like that is like, he had planned it. He wanted to make sure that it wasn't like the... Oh, wow! I just realized... Oh my god! I was gonna say, he didn't want it to be like the show Firefly, right? And I realized now that it says it here. The portent of the Fireflies. And when I read it just now, I'm like, is that from The Last of Us? The Fireflies? I'm like, oh no, he's talking about the show. Okay, Chronicler, you're right. I'm definitely gonna have to read this later. Because it's about that. I can't believe I stopped reading at that point. I can't believe it, man. I feel like an idiot right now. But I had this view that was like, this Corey's idea was not gonna be broken at all, right? But things go wrong, and I think I've come to realize, at least like my current theory is that what happened is that there was a little bit of pressure from PlayStation, even though PlayStation is much better than other publishers. There was some pressure on PlayStation to be like, okay, no. The next big God of War game has to be on a PlayStation 6 launch title, okay? And I think that's going to be God of War Egypt. So what happens then? We gotta hurry the fuck up, guys. We gotta finish the North Saga in 2 games. So I think that's what happened now, you know? For the record, it's the original story of 2018, not Ragnarok. No, that's fine. Because even Corey in one of the podcasts said that the original story of 2018 was much larger, and at one point he had to stop himself because he realized that he was writing the sequel. So I've always wanted to know what that was, you know. Hey Kings, welcome to the Spartan Soldier, man. Appreciate it. So not exactly what you're looking for. It's still interesting though. Still interesting. The next has to be multiple mythologies. Otherwise, why did the devs say look at Tyr for his yoga for answers? Yeah, I remember. I think it was Eric who said that, right? Eric was the one who was doing the podcast at that time, so it must have been him. He was saying that, but I don't know if they're gonna do all mythologies, man. Like, not all, but not. I think doing more than one is just it becomes too convoluted. I would not mind a Pantheon war. Like, that would be epic. That would be awesome. I don't know how it would play out in the story, but that could work. I just don't know if it'll be in the next game. Like, in 2018, this is the second time that has happened. 2018 has an element from God of War Ascension that still kind of remains in the game, and that is in the quick time events, that there's moments where you can kind of interact with them, like move a little bit. It just now happened with the Wolver just now, where I had to dodge him a little bit. That's from God of War Ascension. That's one of the contributions to God of War Ascension that I really do like. Hi there, I finally managed to catch one of your streams. Awesome, man, awesome, welcome. I hope you're having fun, man.
Seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. Very, very giant chisel.
Also, why did the snake specifically... Oh, I see what you mean. It was a typo there. Also, why did the snake specifically drop him at the giant's finger? I also thought that was kind of weird. Like, if Kratos would not have said, why did the snake drop us here? I wouldn't have thought much about it. Which tells me that that's the writer's, that's Corey and the writer's way of telling us, like, pay attention. This is important. But I don't know if, like, it's... I'm guessing it was, like, to maybe give Freya a way to fight because it was important to the timeline, because Jormungandr's also in on it. That's why, like, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it that... In a way, man, like, this mystery of the original story has become, like, my fascination with the series now. Not so much the series itself. Like, that's what I'm fascinated by now. Hugh, would you be down to Return of Ares in the future games? Man, it would have to be done right. Like, I don't... Even... The same goes with Odin. Like, I don't want it to feel...
Oh, neat trick,
like, somehow Palpatine is back. Like, it can't be done in a way that feels like that. And... I just don't know how they would do it so as to not... So it doesn't feel like that. You get what I'm saying? I love those characters, but I don't know how they would return him. I feel like Odin... The reveal that Odin was still alive and he somehow came back is much more believable than Ares, because Odin... That's his character, man. He always has a plan B. Like, he always finds a way of, you know, tricking people. So I find Odin coming back a little bit more believable than Ares. I love Ares, but... As a villain, that is. But I don't know if he'll ever come back. And I'm not sure if I want him to.
When he died, his final breath froze everything.
Wolvers are the most annoying enemies in 2018. Oh, I disagree, man. I don't know. Bro, come on. The Revenants? I'm like, who are the most... What am I thinking about? It's the Revenants. Like, without a doubt, they're the most annoying enemies in the game. Maybe difficult, but I don't find them difficult. I don't know. Do you think Corey's okay with the way the story turned out? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think much like me, like, there's elements that Corey definitely liked about the story. And I honestly think that Look, Corey gave Eric like the 3 points that needed to be done in Ragnarok, right? The 3 things that had to happen, right? Which tells me those were the 3 most important thing in Corey's story, right? So just the fact that he was able to get those 3 things in the story tells me that ultimately he's okay with it, right? But I like to think that Corey understands where me and a lot of people are coming from, where it's like we would have loved to see like him direct the entire thing, the entire story, see what, because there's just things, man, there's just things that were never answered. Like I focus a lot on the giants, but what about the dragons, man? What about the dragons you free? Oh man, I have a bunch of things that I haven't. Oh god, oh my god. I don't understand how I always end up with so many of these runes. Reduce damage from Dark Elf attacks 12. How do I get so many of these? I'm guessing that Dark Elves were like the most annoying enemies and they just like put a lot of these in it. I don't know. What was I saying? I think Corey understands where me and a lot of fans are coming from. There's like, even though Ragnarok has a lot of good stuff, we would have loved to see what his original story was, you know? Like there's just stuff in it, like the dragons. Was like, what's the point of the dragons? He said it. They're 3 very specific dragons. Like I don't know. I've read the story of Fafnir, Otter, and the other one, Regin. I don't know what his name is. And like, I can't see a connection to Ragnarok or anything. Like I don't know what Corey's planning, but the dude's a genius, and I want to know what it was. You know. Odin comes back, kills Atreus, and Kratos goes insane and goes on a killing spree. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. Look, I love you, man, but that's too fan fictiony. That's something that Santa Monica won't do. Let me just do this. It doesn't matter anymore. If I had more time, I would think about this more. But here, let's. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Shiver me timbers. RPG, man. Ooh. Anyway, Kratos and Freya doing it. Then Kratos finds a raven feather in her hair. Suspense music plays. Odin. The game reveals that Odin has been impersonating Freya the whole time. Kratos, you see, you're not the only one who can do. I can see him like doing his like New Yorker accent. He's like, you're not the only one who can do mini games. I did one on you. The line delivery would be much better, obviously, right? That would be quite the reveal, man.
Find the tip of that chisel. That's the magic we need.
Dragons were cut from Ragnarok. It's also in the retrospective LOL. There's a hint in one of the images. My god, look. Can I just apologize to you guys? There's what, 110 people watching here. Can I just apologize? As someone who makes God of War content, I have made an egregious error in my. I've had a huge lapse of my judgment. I decided to stop reading the Norse retrospective at the best part, the part where I could have probably made a video on, the part that might influence my thinking on my favorite topic in the series, that is like the original story. I apologize deeply. I don't know what happened. I got bored. I'm like, I'm gonna go play Vanquish, and I have failed you. I have failed you, and for that, I apologize. Hey, Mustafa, what's up, man? It should have been a trilogy, but at this point, I don't care. I think most people, that is the healthy way of looking at it. People eventually move on. But it's different for me, man. It's different for me that spent so many years just focused on this thing. And whenever... I kind of want another game to be announced so I can, in a way, move on. Because if it's not like that... whenever I play these games, that's what I'm always thinking about. It shouldn't be, but... I just can't help it, man. It just feels like fighting against it is no use. See? I wish I could do that more smoother. I want to see something. Oh, he does it automatically. Never mind. I was praising it, but the game does it automatically. It does it for you. Oh, this theme. You okay?
I felt that one, brother.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Almost there. Only 2 left.
Man, I am sucking right now. Oh my god.
Hardened road tree staff.
Okay.
I like crystal, but where's the crystal?
The Norse game's automatically doing gameplay for you. Impossible. Hey, we don't have to roast it that bad, okay? I thought this whole time that, I mean, in the Baldur fight, you do have to pull out the shield, which I'm wondering why they didn't do it here. It just seemed very, the slowdown, it seemed very natural for me to like pull back the joystick, you know? Wait, anybody notice a game named Boyne? It's made by one guy. Is that the first-person action game? Like first-person melee action game? I think I wish-listed it, and I even tried the beta. But look, the thing about these games is that, like, I support indie games, but when it comes to indie games, you really have to adjust your scope. Oh god, I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Atreus? Thank you, bro? What? I just started moonwalking there. The thing about those, like, indie games, they really have to adjust their scope of it. They can't become too ambitious, and I feel like that's one of them that maybe was a little bit too ambitious. I don't know if it could have worked. Kuba, keep your expectations low and you'll never be disappointed. What did I say? Where's the lot? What did I say? There's not a lot, but there's some bits I knew you'd love. Man. I don't know why I stopped reading it. I don't know why I stopped reading it. I can't prove it, but I also know that the game was super scaled back to the stupid no-cut camera. I wonder if that's something that's gonna change. Because that is something that received, like, universal praise in these games. So I don't know if it's something that Santa Monica will reconsider in the future. But the thing is, like, maybe even with a no-cut... Well, no, I mean... I think in Ragnarok's case was different because there was so many characters. And there was, like, Atreus sections and Kratos sections. Like, maybe that could have benefited from being able to cut. I don't know. I would also get rid of that. Also, have you noticed how Magni and Modi have British accents, but the other Aesir in Ragnarok sound modern and American? I never noticed that. I honestly think it would have been interesting if they had gotten... I guess people with Icelandic accents to, like, do the character voices. Like, I'm all for... What is he doing? Oh, he's sliding on the ice, right? I'm all for, like, these games feeling authentic with the mythologies they try to recreate. I'm all for it, man. And I think that could have been something that could have more cohesiveness to it. Because I never noticed that yeah, like, Magni straight up sounds like he's British. But wait, don't I have the other? Oh, I forgot I had like 2 different arrows, man. I never used this mechanic. Magni sounds British, but you're right. Odin straight up from New York. It's got an update recently, and apparently it's got a ton of new content. It's amazing. I'll have to check it out. I remember I wishlisted it. I'm sure you're talking about Boeing, right? I'm sure you're talking about that. Oh, we can go back to normal cutscenes. This no cut camera was fine in 2018, but it felt like this were limited due to it in Ragnarok. I think it works in Ragnarok. I mean, in 2018 so well because it's the plot itself is much simpler. You know, it's just like following Kratos and Atreus, and the plot is about that. Just seeing these 2 characters grow together, so you get to feel like a fly on the wall. It just works, but when there's more moving pieces, it just becomes too much, I think, to keep up with. Have I seen the film called Northman? I started watching it, but Kanaruki didn't like it. I'm gonna force her to watch it with me again. I watch all her shitty movies. If she hears me. I do like some of the movies she shows me, right? But she didn't like it. At one point, I feel like Willem Dafoe, like... I don't know, I'm not gonna say it. I think Willem Dafoe plays with his dick at one point. Okay, I said it. Like, there's a very... early in the movie, it looks like he pulls out something out of his pants and he, like, moves it around. I'm like, is that what I think it was? Like, tell me. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? It's a very authentic film with a lot of Norse mythology themes in it. Yeah, I remember I stopped watching very early on. But I did like it. But Kona didn't. But I'm like, okay, I want to watch it. But then I just forgot about it. The movie that I'm really hyped about, man. Oh, I don't really get hyped about movies these days that much. But there's one, man. And I think you guys know what it is. I think you guys know. Given what you guys know about me, you can probably guess that Frankenstein is one of the movies I want to watch the most, like, ever, man. For one thing, man, it's Guillermo del Toro. That guy has become one of my favorite, like, directors of all time. Like, he is such a good director, man. Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, his work on creature design is on point, and I want to see Frankenstein so bad. So bad. And I feel like God of War 2018 fans, or like God of War Ragnarok, Norse God of War fans might like it, because I heard that it's not so much about, you know, like science overstepping, so much as it is like a relationship between a father and son that goes like astray, and then they start fighting with each other. I'm really interested in watching it, man. I'm hyped for Constantine too, to be honest. I didn't know it was a... Didn't know there was a Constantine 2. The Odyssey? Well, I was way off. Well, okay. The Odyssey, I also like Christopher Nolan. I like almost all of his movies, but I have seen some of the set images, and it just could be that... Wait, hold on a second. Wasn't there a thing that you could break the guy's eye? No, his tooth. You could break his teeth or something, right? I'm pretty sure. You could break his teeth. It's not his eye. I love this. This is one of my favorite locations, man. I'm sorry, the giant distracted me.
How are we getting down there?
I have a plan.
You do?
Do not act so surprised.
Well, no offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
This should be entertaining.
Boy.
Ready.
What I was saying is, I am interested in the Odyssey, but based on the set images I've seen, like the armor design looks kind of cheap. Like, it just looks kind of off. And I'm not sure if it's gonna deliver, but then again, it is Christopher Nolan, man. The guy's also a genius. All of the movies he's made, I love, man. Inception, obviously one of my favorite movies of all time. Interstellar, the guy's really good. But I'm noticing now that maybe what I like the most about him are his science fiction movies. Because I didn't really like Dunkirk that much, and I did like Oppenheimer. But I'm not gonna lie and say that it was one of my favorite movies he made, right? I like his more science fiction one, so it's gonna be interesting seeing how he does with fantasy. And to what extent he's gonna make it fantasy, because... Wait, it's the Odyssey, right? Is it the Odyssey? Oh yeah, it's the Odyssey, not the Iliad, because like there's two different stories, right? Because in the Odyssey, like, there are a lot of like mythological encounters, right? I don't know if he's gonna keep it grounded. I think he's much better like at telling like grounded stories. I don't know. I don't think he's ever done like a fantasy story. I would have to see. Yeah, his tooth, yeah. But I'm excited for it. I'm just definitely gonna have to wait and see. But Frankenstein is to me the one that I need to watch. It comes out in November 7th, I think. Let me level up. Let me get something here. Hold on. Let me get my favorite shield ability. Yeah, this is it. Such a badass move. I think I'm just gonna get... Let's give some love to Atreus here. A little bit of rage. Man, I have a lot of points. Let's go for now. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. That was one area where it really showed the weakness of the camera. That was insane. Kuba has forgotten about the rage ability. I just used it, man. I just used it. I do feel like in normal, the game doesn't really push you that much to use all of the abilities. I don't think I use runic attacks that much, to be honest with you. I find like the main combat so fun that that's mostly what I stick with. That's one of the things that really bothers me about a lot of people who play these games, man. When they... I don't mean to roast them, man, but whenever I see one of these like, check out like canon Kratos, you know, how he like what the real canon experience is, and all they're doing is just using the runic attacks. Like they're just cycling through all of them. Runic attacks, then Relic, then Atreus's runic attack. I'm like, bro, are you even playing at this point? Like it just, I don't know how they have fun with that, man. Died. How are you finding playing without health bars? You know, I want to say that I like it, but I guess for the longest time I've gotten so used to just having the health bar on it that it feels weird. But I do think this is the more... I'm not gonna say canon, but the more God of War-like experience. Whereas, like, it's just, you feel more intense. Like, I don't know exactly how much longer I have in this fight, so I have to lock in constantly, right? That's what I like about having no health bars. But I can see why it would be disorienting. I think if I were playing on a harder difficulty, I definitely would have to have it on, because then it would become more important.
Wow, that was something, that fight. Here, catch. Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good apple.
How were you not seen?
Bro, I'm not much for comedy in these games, but the delivery of that line is so fucking funny, man. Well, that was a perfect, like, it's not trying to be funny. It's just the situation itself. It's just funny as it is. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just happens so naturally. Well, that was a perfectly waste of a good apple. Hey, look, it's Phase X.
There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
You can be invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it sees nothing at all. That's how we avoid ever having to actually use the weapons we craft. It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're getting enough to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me? Was there meat on his breath? You let him touch this again. Come on, then.
Kratos and Heimdall both wasted an apple.
Temple right after the water drop.
I still find it funny that in the original game, like, they were supposed to be eating throughout the whole game.
I need complete.
I mean, not constantly. It's not like they were constantly gonna be snacking, right? I have a feeling that in the original game, I'm talking like really original game that Corey was planning. The game was gonna be more of an RPG. I've said that multiple times, so I get that feeling. Let me see if there's a better armor. This one. This is my favorite armor in the Norse Saga. This right here. And I'm gonna get it. Look at how sexy this thing is. Look at it. This is beautiful. I love it. I think there might be another higher level that might be like my favorite one, but this one's a good one. I love this, but
where shall we begin?
But yikes. Oh my god. None of these do it for me, man. None of them. I love how in Ragnarok he just stops giving a fuck about the realm trick. Who does? Kratos or Sindri? I'm guessing they don't use it nearly as much, right? I'm definitely gonna have to replay Ragnarok again, man. It's definitely like my weakest area, like in terms of like things that I remember from it.
I don't suppose you could try keeping that going.
I don't know if you noticed this, but I really go by the armors. I don't look at the stats at all. I don't know what this armor does. Sturdy offensive armor that increases strength. That might be a turnoff. I don't know if I like that. I just go by looks, man. Let's see. I guess that's one of the coolest things that Ragnarok did, the transmog system, that you could really take the stats of any armor and just put it on the armor you think looks prettiest. I think that was a good move on the other part. I think this one matches. This one looks good.
Wear it in good health.
Kinda. Whatever. Okay. My favorite is the red spiky one from Ragnarok New Game Plus. I don't even remember that one. Don't forget the tooth. We'll do it. We'll do it. Fun fact, Kratos did that because increased tossing an apple to someone is basically a marriage proposal, and catching it is as accepting it. I heard that somewhere.
Happy to provide.
I think that might be people thinking too much about it. I don't know, and bro, that sounds like so hypocritical coming from me to thinking too much about it. What was it? The bird and then the eagle and the murals was Zeus. Overthinking much.
Something else.
But I think that's a little bit too much. I don't know if... What is this? Well, I don't have any money for it, so forget it.
Is the one we don't.
3-year anniversary, so there might not be more ideal timing to play Ragnarok. Oh my god, I completely forgot, bro. Ragnarok really was like the odd one out, especially when it came in the
You boys look like you're gearing up for quite the journey.
Hey, you guys are talking at the same time. It was the one that came out in November. You're totally right, man.
Correct.
But how do we move forward?
When did it come out? Was it the 20th? It was this one, right? Yeah. 2. But I gotta say, man, this... I think... How do I say this? I think this is a very God of War area. I don't know exactly how the Norse Saga could have done more stuff like this, but... I don't know. This is cool to look at. I love this. I love this so much. Like, it's one of those things that... I think people criticize me like, oh, you're just like giants and statues. Like, I don't care, bro. I don't care. There's things that I'll always find cool. Just... I can't do anything about that. Dead giants are a cool sight to behold, man.
May contain some useful treasure.
How does this thing work again?
Splendid.
Can you guess it?
Knowing you, it doesn't involve standing around here.
Correct.
But how do we move forward?
Got him. Okay.
My shop's right here.
Ragnarok goes to Sparta a little. The November boys. I didn't even know Ghost of Sparta came out in November, bro. Yeah, I wish like the... I mean, this is not really important. Like, the release date really isn't that important. But,
You think there's something inside that'll help us?
it would be interesting if all of them kept that March release date, right? But, even God of War 2018 was April 20th, I think. I think... I think Corey... I think Corey chose that date because it was 420. Corey's such a troll, man. Like, I feel like that was, like, the go-to day, like, 420, y'all. The style of armor gives God of War 2 vibes. Which one?
Focus up.
I'm set.
Oh, fuck.
His armor's down.
Yeah. I think it's one of my favorite enemies in the Norse Saga, man. Because the shield on the back forces you to play really smart. You can't just go behind them Souls-like style. You know what? Hold this. Bro. Come on, man. God.
That was good.
They should have allowed us to explore the area in Jotunheim with all the dead giants' bodies. I don't think they wanted us to. I don't think... I think... I only got a lot out of it because photo mode was a thing back then. I mean, it still is, right? And I was able to look and notice little details on it, right? But I don't think... It was just meant to be like, yeah, why are they dead? Anyway, the game ended, type of thing. You know, no more of that. I remember I made a big deal about this fucking thing, man. To be honest, I still find it kind of weird. Like, at some point, I don't know what exactly, like, I overdid it when it came to looking at stuff. How do I zoom in? Bro, what the fuck? Oh. There we go. Like, what are those spheres? What are they exactly? That looks odd. You get what I'm saying? Like, I this one seems to be... I can't even tell. This might be just a regular world and the boat on it. But what are those spheres up there? That just looks weird, man. 2018 was going to be the same day as God of War 2, but they had to push it. Yeah, I remember something about that in the Racing Kratos documentary, right? Yeah. What's the worst enemy in Ragnarok? For me, it's the wyverns, the bird things that start appearing during the fight after Skull and Hati section. The tiny dragons, I kind of like those. I'm not gonna lie, like overall, I really like Ragnarok's enemy roster. I think it had one of the best enemies in the series, which makes sense because one of the things that people complained about in 2018 was the lack of enemy variety. So it just makes sense that they really stepped up their game. So when it comes to enemies, I don't have that much. I don't think I have a problem with Ragnarok at all. It's one of the strongest aspects of the game. I quite like the enemies there. Would Gao do well as a Souls-like game? Oh, no.
What I didn't know was Thor had already gone on a killing spree of giants.
Hold on, I gotta go back.
Giants have to do with the war between the gods.
Nothing at all, lad. That's the tragedy of it. They took no side in that madness. But Odin's paranoia is surpassed.
Okay, I think if Cinemark ever turns God of War into a Souls-like, that's gonna be the biggest slap on the face. Like, it wouldn't be okay. It wouldn't be as bad as, say, turning it into a strategy game. But man, just making it a Souls-like would make the game so much slower. And I'm guessing you just mean like Souls-like elements, like I guess Jedi Fallen Order, a game like that. That one's not as bad. But one of my most hated mechanics in the past like decade of gaming is the whole, oh, you lost your XP, now you have to go and get it, and if you die on the way there, the XP is gone. I hate that. I hate that so much. And if that ever happens to God of War, man, they're really gonna ruin it. I think it's this way, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'm just playing Ragnarok while I have you in the background, and since I've gained a golden fleece in God of War 2, I would love it to be an armor in Ragnarok. Oh, I see you were playing God of War 2 as well. Oh, it's Blessing of the Frost, man! This one I'm probably gonna use a lot. Again, I know a lot of you guys want like a lot of cool armor and things from like the older games in the Norse ones, but it has to kind of make sense in a grounded sense. Like, why would Kratos have his golden fleece? I think it was one of the things that got destroyed in God of War 3 during the fight with Zeus, right? At least fear Zeus. I do love the golden fleece. It's one of the coolest tools he's gotten in the series. There we go. Not gonna lie, the "Death Can Have Me" line in from Ragnarok would have been better if instead he said, "Death can have me when it earns me." That sounds much better in my head. Mimir and Freya start laughing at him. I think it was just like the delivery in the trailer. It felt better because it was like, "Death can have me when it earns me." Son of a... like it felt more impactful. Where in the game was like, "Death can have me when it earns me." Ah, yes. And they just continue talking. Like, it didn't feel nearly as impactful. Hey, PV, what's up, man? Yo, Daddy Kuba, your take on Halo 1 Remake. I've never been a Halo fan, per se. I have nothing against it. I've played it on the 360, and I had fun playing multiplayer.
Ooh, you got most of it.
I can kind of see what people are saying, that there's something that looks weird about it. Like, it looks very typical, like, modern graphic-esque. I know this sounds like such a bad thing to complain about. But it's like... I have this feeling a lot with games that get remade these days from the PlayStation 2 era. There's very few of them that I'm like, okay, that game really kept, like, the atmosphere, like, everything looks on point. Even a game that didn't receive nearly as much criticism was Resident Evil 4.
Well...
And I don't know if it's nostalgia, but there's something about the original PS2 Resident Evil 4 that to me just looks better. Like, I don't know. Like, it just... There's something about those graphics that it has a charm that the remake for me doesn't capture, you know? And the same thing is happening with the Halo remake where... I don't know. It just... It looks too... I think it's made with Unreal Engine, and... I can't tell you what, because I'm not someone who's like into tech that much, so I can't really break down the reason why I'm having this feeling that it just looks too meh. I don't know, like it just looks okay. I might play it. I don't know. Halo is on Xbox, not PS2. No, yeah, I was talking about Resident Evil 4.
It's all the way down there.
I think they should really open up the customization from now on, like in Dark Odyssey.
So melting won't work.
Correct.
And there weren't any shattered crystals.
Oh, wait, like the Dark Odyssey stuff,
So that's not an option.
but as exploration unlockables.
In the ice.
So just have those things lying around in the environment.
Oh, I get it now.
I really think I've come to low-key believe that the next game is going to be an open world game. I think Santa Monica is well aware that modern gamers love that kind of stuff. That genre especially, right? And I think...
How are we going to turn the hammer so it lands
Not possible.
They're talking a lot in this playthrough, man.
Down and figure out what comes next after.
So your plan involves a whole bunch of luck then.
Welcome to
The North Saga already has like the structure for that. Like there's a lot of things, like there's semi-open games, right? Semi-open world games. All they have to do is go the step further and just make it a fully open world game, and I think that's what they're gonna do next. And it could work. I think there's definitely a possibility that it could work, and I might end up liking it more because if there's anything I learned with like Expedition 33 is that I don't necessarily have genres that I don't like.
Hold tight.
Let me rephrase that. I appreciate when developers fully commit to a vision, right? And they don't try to please everybody. So if you're gonna do an open world game, go fully, you know? But don't do, I guess, what they did here, where it's like, it's half linear, half open, you know, like it... Maybe that's like a naive way of looking at it, because there's some moments... I don't mind 2018 as much, because it is cool exploring the Lake of Nine and how, like, the water level lowers, like, it's connected to the story, and I don't mind it. I like exploring God of War 2018. Not on every playthrough, but the first time I remember having a lot of fun doing that, right? And it felt like a world that I was just bringing back to life, and it's just... It felt organic, right? But in Ragnarok, it started to feel more like a traditional open world game, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't have that much fun exploring it, because it became the thing that Corey said he didn't like about open world games. It just felt like I had a bunch of checklists of things that I had to do. I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go follow the dog. Oh, okay, I gotta go and do that. And it's like, it just felt like too many little tasks. Like, what was it? Freeing the stags of the World Tree? What's the point of that, man? What honestly is the point of that? You go up to them and he goes like, whoa, and that's it. That's not fun open world like system. That's not. You get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. So if they're gonna do an open world game, I wish they would commit to it, like fully, you know. Have it be like an Elden Ring game, where it's just fully explorable from the very start of it, you know.
Jump!
Now, Curtis is the only character for whom that death line is not corny, because he has overcome death multiple times. No, I get it, and it's still cool. I'm just saying the delivery didn't really, I guess, land as well in the game. Oh, I hate this puzzle. Hold on, I always forget how to do this puzzle. Give me a sec. I gotta focus here. You should really play Alan Wake 1 and 2. Those are linear games, and I think you really like them. How is Alan Wake 2? All I know is that it didn't sell well. And that doesn't mean necessarily anything. It could just be that it just didn't sell well, but it could also be that the original fan base didn't like it as much.
We cannot. Boy.
I gotta focus here, guys. Hold on, because it's always... It's backwards or something, right?
What does it say?
When time itself is disarrayed, the forward path
It's
is retrograde. Retrograde? It's backwards?
Those symbols. The seasons?
Yeah, but the order's all jumbled. Shouldn't it be winter, spring, summer, autumn?
Why start with winter?
It's from a song Mother used to sing.
Winter, spring, summer.
I know that one. Winter, that
Quiet, head.
doesn't like music either. Got it.
So winter, spring, what's summer? Summer. Is that it?
Write it.
House,
Yeah.
bar, gutter.
There we go.
Yes.
I think this is the first time I did it in one go. I think this is it.
That word.
Thola. It means endure.
Try it.
Thola.
Well done, lad.
Love this theme, man.
Write it again.
Thola.
Hold on, I'm gonna check. Or an open world like Skyrim without RPG dialogue. Oh yeah, I would not. Oh, I hate multiple choice dialogue wheels. Like if that doesn't play a role in the story in having multiple endings, don't include that. Don't include that. I for the life of me, I'll never understand why Horizon has that. That's horrendous. No, it's just more of a niche title. The fan base loves it. And it's much better than the first one. Big brain Cuba moment. It's the puzzle itself is not that hard. For some reason, I always struggle with it.
Energy's lifting the platform.
Keep writing.
Thola. Thola. Thola.
Head. How is this possible?
My guess? Temporal magic. Dangerous stuff the High Vanir gods used to play around with. The ability to freeze time. Happened to be a favorite of Njord himself, in fact.
Used to. Why did they stop?
Well, turns out stopping time keeps the sun and moon from streaking across the sky. Unfortunately, it does not stop the wolves that chase them, always looking to sink their teeth in. After that, they decided it was best to leave time alone.
That conversation, man. That one's also that bothers me. I'm like, what? The Vanir's use temporal magic, which caused the sun and moon to stop, which would bring the start of Ragnarok? Huh? You're just gonna say that? You're just gonna say that and not do anything with that? Huh? I cry. I will cry. If to make it open world, it will have to be really open like Elden Ring. I don't know if it fits with their storytelling style. I think it was Earfam who pointed out that last time, where it's like, I don't know how they would do the story though. And I agree, the story will become the issue, like if they do it fully open like that.
I can't get to the ball.
But man, I don't know. Because I really don't want like an old school. I think there's hope in that, because like I think we're moving. I would have to see how, honestly. I need to play Ghost of Yotei. I really do, because that could be like a good indicator of where open world game design is moving forward. Because that one's not necessarily like Elden Ring, but it does seem a lot more open in the stuff that you can do. Like I heard that. Like you have a binocular, not a binocular, but like a telescope or something, you can point out in the map where you want to go, and like there's points of interest that are not really marked on the map, you just have to find them visually. Like if they do stuff like that, I'm gonna be all for it, man. Like, imagine, bro. Imagine just seeing a giant in the distance, and it's not part of the story. It's not a dead giant or something, like Thamur. A dead giant in the distance. It's not part of the story. I'm like, and me as Chris, I'm like, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go and explore. And then you unlock this dungeon. Like, that could be a good compromise for both the Greek fans. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say, like, the people who are like Captain Kuba, who like the things about the... I'm not making any sense then. I need to speak better today. What the fuck is going on? That feeling of adventure that the Greek saga had will be emphasized greatly with an open world setting if they do it like that. Like, fully open. It's like, what's that over there? And then you get rewarded with a cool little side adventure. That's gonna be epic, okay? And then you can have all the RPG stuff, and that'll feel more justified, in my opinion. No problem, okay? I think it'll be a nice compromise, you know? Yote is more open, but the story suffers, in my opinion. So it's either or for me. Yeah, I heard that you could tackle the Yote 6 in any order you wanted, right? Sounds really cool, but I can see... that's me, like, I think... Look, I complain a lot about PlayStation style of storytelling. But the reason it's been able to, like, grab everyone's attention is because it's a method that's tried and true. It's very movie-like. Like, there's something to be loved about these games. And even 2018, which is a game that I find at times really hard to replay, which is why I haven't played it in a while.
It's clear.
When I play it again, like, the story just pulls you in, man, because the narrative is the important thing in it. So when the narrative works, it works. It's just like they're putting all of their eggs in that one basket, and it can be dangerous. Because then you have something like Ragnarok where the story pacing suffers, and then the whole game suffers. Bonk. Combat sometimes, right?
The energy's lifting us. It's halfway up.
Yeah. Do it, Atreus. Come on, get back to it. Get back to it, boy. Come on. The open world, the open world caters to the story, though. Yote did a better job at trying in everything that Tsushima did, in my opinion. How so? Most open world games have linear stories, and the open world is just there for you to explore. But I think, look, I think that's the strength of a game like Elden Ring, where even the story becomes part of the openness of the world. With, like, you can tackle it in any way you want. I'm sure, like, look, there's linear stuff that you can't. I don't know, you can't kill Melania before you kill Maggot, or whatever his name is. Margut, I think? I don't know anything about Elden Ring lore. There's things that do happen in a specific sequence, right? You can't avoid that. It happens in every open world game, no matter how open it is, right? Maybe Shadow of the Colossus could be the exception to that, but even that, I think you have to kill the Colossi in a certain order, right?
The energy's lifting us. It's halfway up.
Good. Keep it up.
Ready, almost asking nothing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look, we're almost to the top.
Come on. Get to it, Atreus. Thanks, one more. I have this one cool mod. Reading the chat here just makes this section go a lot longer. I have this one cool mod in Skyrim where at the top of the trough of the world, the highest point in the game, there's some Greek pillars that lead to a Greek God of War chest containing the Blade of Olympus. That's really cool, man. That's really cool. Yeah, it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that that an open world game would benefit so much from, where it's like, it really caters to that sense of adventure where it's like, what's up there? What's up that mountain? And then you discover this weapon. And I love it when, that's one of the strengths that Souls-like games have, where it's like, you don't know the full lore. Like, the lore is not told to you entirely. And it's like, there's a vague item description on the weapon, but you don't know who it belonged to. Like, you don't know how long it's been here. It's like, there's a mystery to it. I love that shit. I eat that shit up. So if they do stuff like that in God of War, oh man, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be really happy.
Whoa! Father,
come on.
the bow dropped away. We're collapsing. Roma!
Good boy, Atreus.
Jump!
We've done it, boy. Even if you tackle the Yote 6 in different ways, the story dialogue would change to fit the story. Would it? Wouldn't.
You did well,
Thanks.
the boy.
Just having a little fun, you big grump.
I've got Skyrim mods too. I'm so sad there still hasn't been a nude mod for Freya and Ragnarok yet. I'm sure there are. Well, I'm sure there are. Again, I mistakenly looked up naked pictures of Kratos for a video. I'm not gonna give you the context for that because it sounds very sussy. I explained that context before. You're telling me that there aren't Freya models?
A push.
I've seen them. I don't know if they're in game, like people have made them for the game, but they've definitely made them for some other stuff. Okay, I've seen them with my eyes. Okay.
Dig in and push with everything.
I haven't seen him with my arms though, just my eyes. Yep, you have to kill the Colossi in a specific order. Dorman tells you the next enemy is, and then describes the Colossus. That is one that, maybe it was the limitations of the PlayStation 2, but I feel like that one they could have gotten away with
Come.
killing them in any order you wanted, right? Because you don't really unlock certain abilities after killing a specific one of them. I think you do get abilities later on in the game plus.
I have you.
But not in the main game. And it's not like the story... I've recently gotten a lot into Fumito Ueda's work. That's the guy who made Shadow of the Colossus. Like I've started watching videos on it. Like I found this guy who makes theories about the upcoming game, and I've never realized how connected these games are. The current theory is that the next game that Fumito is making is actually a prequel to Shadow of the Colossus, and those robots we saw in that trailer are somehow related to the Colossi. And I'm like, bro, this world sounds so interesting because like it's similar to Souls-like, where it's like you're not seeing the full picture. You don't know if Eco came after Shadow of the Colossus or before. I think the most popular theory is that it came after, right? Because at the end of Shadow of the Colossus, there's a kid with the little horns, right? So it kind of makes sense, right? But it sounds like such an interesting world, and I wish I would have gotten into it earlier, you know? Mistakenly. I swear to God, man, I was looking up the Jin Sakai going into the hot springs picture that I think Black Thunder made on Twitter at one point. That's what I had in mind. Google had other stuff in mind though. It was interesting what I saw. It was interesting. Atreus still doesn't know his dad is a god after this point. Oh, I see what you mean. Like after doing all this shit, he hasn't put 2 and 2 together.
The chisel tip.
Give the man credit. He has a talent for destroying things.
Remember that head.
Never leaves my mind.
Down, up, okay, up.
Well, if we find them, I'll get the kid, right?
What's the matter with you? I smell a dwarf.
Find him.
Father.
Not now.
What does Modi mean by I get the kid? Like he fights him? Like he wants the easy one? Like what does he mean? Because he does have like a he does have a reputation for being a bit of a coward, right? So what's the point? What's the deal with that? In the New Game Plus, you get things for killing certain number of colossi and in the time challenges. Those you can do in any order you like. Ah, gotcha. I never bothered with the time challenges. I didn't think there was much to it. I've only recently learned that you can unlock certain things. I learned that there's a section in the map where you can get Dorman's sword. I'm like, what? You can get Dorman's sword? I didn't know you could do that. There's a glide as well. That could have been very useful in killing the Colossus. I didn't know any of that. I just played the main game. And I realized that I don't have it. I thought I had bought it, but I guess I played it on the PlayStation Plus when it came out. Because I went on my library and I don't have it anymore.
Aye. Magni and Modi.
I'm really sad because before I came to the US, I sold a bunch of my games, especially my PlayStation 3 collection. I don't have that many anymore. And I know for a fact that I used to have Shadow of the Colossus and Eco. Because when I got into the whole, like, Fumitu Eda's work thing, I wanted to play Eco suddenly. I wanted to give it a try. And I don't have that anymore. And I feel really bad because I had a very... I'm not going to say it was a huge collection, but... there were definitely about 200 games that I had. Like, physical discs, you know? And I sold it, man. I sold it. And like, because I didn't have the space to bring it with me. So, yeah. Do you think Mimir and Kratos ever do it so that Kratos can fight better in combat, since that was a common Spartan tradition? No, bro. Come on. You don't need to put that image in my head. Surprisingly, that wasn't among the pictures I saw on Google. That...
They are no longer.
I'm surprised that... maybe that was a little bit too much for them. Even they were like, okay, that's a little bit too much. We can't do this. Oh, good luck finding the 70 steps to enlightenment to open the door to the special sword in the remake. Wait, so that was only in the remake? That wasn't in the original one?
Great dining hall. Envy
The Dorman sword?
Funny. I remember there being a massive labyrinth. Really wired up the place.
There.
Ah, yes. You just can't help but break things, can you?
I always have a tendency to fight all of them at the same time, but I'm not gonna do that this time.
Ready yourself.
Damn. That was quick. Oh no, it's just a stun. That makes sense. I was only using my fist. Okay. Nope. 70 Steps to Enlightenment is in the original game as well. Yeah, I think I never played the original game when I was a kid. I think I might have heard about one of my friends talk about it, but I never actually played the original on the PlayStation 2. The first time I played Shadow of the Colossus was on the PlayStation 3 when they made the remaster. That was back then when Blue Point wasn't really remaking games so much as they were remastering it. which is, it's interesting if Blue Point Games turns out to be working on the God of War 1 remake, so they'll come full circle, because they started with the God of War 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 3 remaster. Anyway, what I was talking about was, I never played Shadow of the Colossus in the PlayStation 2.
Prepare yourself.
Why is it so easy now? What the hell is going on? Come on. Damn. Unarmed Kratos is the most broken in this game because of the stun it builds. Yeah, I mean, I do like it, but I think a lot of the issues with it is, like, of course, the RPG stuff. Like, you can really make a build, because even now I was thinking, what if I put some runestones? Like, now that I play Expedition 33, like, I'm more inclined to think in RPG terms. Like, what if I put some runestones that give me more stun build up, right? I was like, that just breaks the game. That really breaks, like, what makes the game fun. But yeah, it is a little bit much. But now that I know it, I know I can cheese it.
That takes care of that.
Have I seen the original God of War 3 ending fight with Zeus? It looked like the fight had a lot more of Gaia involved. Yeah, I think I saw a clip of it. Like, there's a lot of, like, unused, like, content, like, from God of War 3. There's also Exxon's wheel that was going to be a puzzle in it. But I remember seeing something with Gaia as well. I think Stig Asmussen said that he had originally, yeah, I must admit that, like, you know, he'd originally planned a much bigger section for the fight with Zeus, but it just didn't pan out, and that's why it got cut or something. No, like, things getting cut from games is honestly one of my favorite topics in gaming. Just like, whenever I find a game that I like, I love learning about everything that was cut.
See, lad,
it's my fascination. Something that I often think about is where Stig could have taken, like, if the multiverse is real, it's in one of those universes, Stig Asmussen still continued to be the God of War director after God of War 3. And I wonder how he would have continued the story, because he has mentioned somewhere before that it's like, yeah, there's things we can do with it, you know? There's the Blade of Olympus. Like, he said something like, there's some stuff with the Blade of Olympus that we can do. I'm like, what were you thinking, Stig? What were you thinking about? Like, someone's soul inside the Blade of Olympus? What can you do with the Blade of Olympus? We'll never know, because Santa Monica didn't go that route. We went to the north. I'm not saying that one would have been better. We have no idea what Stig was planning with the Blade of Olympus, right? But it's just one of those little things that I grab onto and like, what was he planning? What was Stick planning? What was his idea for the sequel?
Interest in checking it out?
How would the Blade of Olympus play a role in the story, you know? Maxed out shock arrows combined with stun build makes even give me God of War manageable. I remember Mayo complaining about the electric arrows a lot. He did not like them. And you can also have like a. That's what I mean. Like that's what I don't like about. That's why I don't like mixing RPG too many RPG mechanics with action games. You give the player the ability to break the game completely, because you just said you can have shock arrows, right, with stun build, and now I had the idea. Oh yeah, just put the armor that gives you like faster cooldowns. You can just play with the arrows, bro. You can just like go the whole game just shooting arrows, and that'll be all. It's like where the cool part's all this. This is the fun part where the game designers really put a lot of effort into it, making like this camera kind of work, you know, like all of the effort went into this. But you get people who are like, okay, I'm gonna put these runestones and now I'm a walking tank, they can't damage me whatsoever. Like, I'm glad you're having fun, man. I'm glad you're having fun, but it's not meant to be played like that. I don't mean to be, I don't know, an elitist gamer, but it's like, what's the point? Ah, my head hurts. Hold on a second. I wish the MCU didn't give everyone the whole multiverse thing a bad taste in everyone's mouth, because it would probably be pretty cool in God of War if they did it. If they did it right. I don't think it was... Was it Marvel who... I guess Kang in the multiverse? Like, that was the thing that they started to do with it? Oh, and Doctor Strange, right? I don't know. I tend to think that the multiverse is one of those ideas that's after time. No, I guess like even more so than time travel. It's just it tends to get too convoluted, and it's like, what even is the point if there's an infinite number of Kratoses, right? Like, what's the point? It gives you too much freedom in the story, right? And freedom might not be a bad thing, but in this case, I feel like it could be. Uh-oh.
You. Boy. Surrender. The old father demands it. No. Good. Good. This fight is mine, boy. Go.
And where do you think you're going? Oh no, brother. The little freak's got a bow. What are we gonna do?
Man, I cannot hear anymore. Magni and Modi are British, while Thor, Sif, and Odin aren't. Like, what the hell, man? I never noticed that. And then we have Lunda, who came from the American South. Like, what the hell, you guys? What in the hell? I mean, come on. Luke ruined it for me. I think it was Luke who said it, right? I never noticed that, man. I used to be really into Diablo 3, but once I realized how to make broken builds, I stopped playing because the game got boring. Yeah! If you just, like, play the whole game just, like, with one click, just doing, like, being, like, infinitely strong, what's the point of playing? What's the point? Also, I don't know anything about Diablo 3, but I heard that Path of Exiles 2 is better. I don't mean to throw shade at Diablo, but it does look better, even though I don't like those types of games, you know. Magni and Kratos are really the only jacked people in the Norselands. I mean, Magni's pretty jacked. Yeah, he's pretty strong. Still doesn't compare though.
Small one's yours. Don't tell me. Come here.
That was on me.
ritual challenge. Call this a challenge. An old man and this stillborn I'll take the rough. You need to oppose my direction. You got so far, the kid. I must feel bad for you. No, don't get up.
Ole, Frokle Blinder.
Stay behind me, boy. Why do you hunt us? What does Odin want?
Don't know. Don't care. Come here, hand-breed. You done?
See? What does Odin want? Don't know. Don't care. I don't think we ever hear from either Baldur or Magni and Modi that Odin is looking for a way into Jotunheim. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. We tend to think, remember, everything is a misdirection. We tend to think that that's what Odin is looking for. Why? I think it's because Mimir says it, right? That's the only reason we believe that, right? Does he even say that? I'm pretty sure it's Mimir. And what does Odin, what does Corey say about Mimir? That he's not telling you the truth. He's not telling you the truth about everything. Damn. Yeah. Path of Exiles is too much. I can't deal with that many skill trees. Yeah, I think there was a beta for it, like there was free, and I tried to play it. I'm like, I'm good. This is not for me. My wife used to be really into those types of games, especially Diablo 2, I think. When she was a kid, like she used to play them a lot with her brother. I never liked this game. Never. I also have Magni's sword and Modi's mace and shield in Skyrim, along with Leviathan axe, Blades of Chaos, and Mjolnir. Bro, Blood just made the entire God of War series in Skyrim again. He remade it.
Shut up! Don't call me that!
Oh, shit.
Can't believe you've allowed this. Skinny little hogs can barely.
I said shut up!
Calm yourself, boy.
Damn.
You're pathetic. Looks like they need another lesson. I'm more than happy to teach, brother.
Oh shit, oh shit.
I bet Daddy's embarrassed having to track you.
Shut up!
Shut it out. Focus.
I don't think I've used my relic a single time. I don't even know what it does. I guess it activates by itself.
Oh, Mimir! Don't think we forgot.
Leave him alone!
You jealous? Be all to yourself.
Oh, my battery.
Your mother ugly or something. She cut up your face and you hug her.
Don't talk about my mother!
Don't talk about my mommy.
Don't listen to him, lad. He's trying to rile you up.
Kuba, if you ever have a VR, you should get Blade and Sorcery or download the God of War weapons mod. It's so much fun. I mean, Ukanori has VR. I forgot which. I think it was an Oculus 2 or something. Right? She does have one. And I think we saw that one, the Blade and Sorcery one. But have you played Asgard's Wrath? Bro, that one's straight up God of War. I think it's an open world game, just in VR. And it's like, it's God of War pretty much. That one I've been wanting to play, but... Again, aside from like doing these live streams and playing games, like I don't really have a lot of free time to play games on my own anymore. Silksong is the only one that I play every once in a while, but I can't really dedicate like time to play games, which is kind of sad because it's like my hobby. Modi's standing right there. He's not even making an attempt to hide.
This
Oh, he hit now.
You're pathetic.
There we go.
Hold it to me! There's a little run for his mom.
Stop it!
Stay focused.
Do it.
Let's see how
That's it. Oh.
time to dump. Roll there, clean there.
Wow. Oh, that must have been something.
Still one we haven't seen for SETI yet. Dude, it's like the Apollo of the Norse games. I don't even know if we'll ever will, man. I think there's definitely stuff that they could have done with him. And especially since we never see him die. Like, I always took it to mean that he survived Ragnarok. And he was on Odin's side, so I'm like, what's up with that? Is he still alive?
How did you? You have no idea. You son of a bitch!
Sickness. Fever has returned.
No! It hasn't.
Roy,
The coffin, the blood. The boy's sick, he needs Freya.
No!
steady.
I'll be alright.
There you go, lad.
I'm fine, see?
The boy's got tuberculosis.
We should keep an eye on him.
Oh, the bloder blinder. I like when they say that. Oh, I read that. We know Baldur was sent to find Faye, but why was Baldur looking for Faye? Baldur was looking for the last giant, but you're right. I don't think we need to hear it from someone from Asgard as to why Baldur was looking for them, right? I think we are led to believe by Mimir that the reason Odin is looking for the last giant is because he needs to find a way into Jotunheim. That's the only reason why he did that. I mean, that's the only reason why we believe that. But I don't think we ever hear it from one of the Asgardians themselves why Baldur is looking for the last giant. And I don't know. But now the question becomes like, okay, if he averted Ragnarok, then why is he looking for the last giant? I'm guessing it could be that he thought he won. Is like, wait, what's going on here? Why is there one last giant, right? Maybe it's just, like I said, maybe it's more of a cleanup crew, what they got going on. And that's why they sent Baldur and Magni and Modi, right? It's not even like the most important gods. It's just like, yeah, go and get rid of this. Like, we did it, guys. We defeated Ragnarok. It's done, okay? It's done. Go and take care of this. This is the last thing, right? And little did they know that it was this last thing that would actually cause Ragnarok, which would bring their downfall. Odin told him that the giants can reverse his curse, I think. You got it. Damn it. Okay, I think that's it. I think I knew it. I think that might be the one thing. Does Baldur say that? If Baldur say that, I think this theory is broken. Because then at least Baldur is under the assumption that the giants aren't dead.
Enough.
Which implies that they need to find a way into Jotunheim. You might have just burst the bubble of my theory, which is fine. That's the whole point of making theories. I think that might be it. Because I remember thinking about this theory like a while back, and I'm like, I did all of the reasoning, and then I'm like, I don't think it works. And I think it's because of that. I think Mimir mentioned it. I thought we know this because he was trying to find the Unity Stone. He was trying to find the tower. Bro, I forgot this game. I forgot this game. And I played it so many times. I think Mimir mentioned it. Maybe Odin stopped Ragnarok by forcing Surtur to trade hearts with Samara. Okay, but I'm not so sure. Like, I think that just came after, though. That's not something that happened, you know. Mimir said he probably promised him to find a cure or something like that. I don't think he said the giants have a cure. So Mimir said that maybe Odin told him that the key to break the curse lies in Jotunheim. I'm gonna have to look more into this. Because if it's Mimir who said that, then we're back to the whole thing of Mimir being an unreliable narrator. We don't know exactly what he's telling you and what he isn't telling you. I don't remember anymore. I don't remember. But Chronicle has a point. It's like, did we... Because we know for a fact that Odin didn't find the Jotunheim Tower. We know that for a fact. But the question becomes, is like, why isn't there more urgency on the god's part to use that tower afterwards?
Minor Aesir, perhaps, but I.
And his father's Thor.
Not minor. Not minor at all, him. This will not go over well in Asgard.
I defended us. Nothing more. I fear no judgment.
Judgment, no. But if vengeance is any concern.
Since when can you kill a god?
I love that line. Since when can you kill a god? Boy, let me tell you a story. I think the curse thing is in lore and legends. But see how the water has been muddled? See how we don't even know like where we have come to believe this? This whole thing that Odin is trying to find a way into Jotunheim? Where did that belief come from? Where maybe Chronicler is right, and it's because of the whole like tower thing, because the tower is missing. But I don't think it's ever told. I think it's implied, right? Odin tempted Baldur with the thought of giants could break his curse so that he could manipulate Baldur into finding giants. We still don't know what Odin wanted Baldur to find. Let me read that again. Odin tempted Baldur with the thought of giants could break his curse so that he could manipulate Baldur into finding giants. We still don't know why Odin wanted Baldur to find giants. You mean the last giant? You talking about Faye, which turned out to be Atreus? Is that who you're talking about? Man. Where we go? Where are we supposed to go? Never mind, I think I overdid it. Have you ever been in love? It's pretty good. Where is that from? I've heard that somewhere. Is it Freyr? That sounds like Freyr, something like Freyr would say.
Any interest in checking it out?
Wait, we were here before. But which way back?
Can I just say, it's a sad day for you.
Baldur told Kratos that I thought out of everyone I face, I would finally make him feel something during the first fight. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything, though. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, that the... Oh, wait a second, that's interesting. I see what Luke is saying. I think what Luke is saying is that the reason Baldur went to fight the giant is because he wanted to feel something. He wanted to see if there was something who could kill him, maybe? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, man. I think Odin suspected the guardian giant, which is Faye, was the key to Jotunheim, and Baldur wanted Kratos to tell him of it. But that's what I mean, like, you're already, like, buying into the whole thing of, like, Odin needed to find a way into Jotunheim. We're finding the source of that belief. Where have we come to believe that? Because if it stems from Mimir, we might have a problem. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I'm not sure. I'm Amon Cabri. What's up, man? Welcome to the Spartans. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You came at a good moment. I mean, he came in to like give us like 2 cents on it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys. Let me get a stupid armor for Atreus, man. What in the hell?
Yes, my young man?
Let's go with the aggressive one.
It's like you were born in that armor.
Oh yeah, Mimir. That's the issue. This whole thing started because Corey said in a podcast that Mimir doesn't tell you everything about what Jormungandr says, right?
You boys look like
so that already makes him, that compromises him as a reliable narrator. What else is he lying about? What else is he lying about, right? And if the idea that Odin is looking for the last giant because he needs to get access to Jotunheim comes from him, all I'm saying that's problematic. I'm not saying it proves my theory. It's definitely not enough. But there's something. Hey man, what got on? Blood went Jamaican there for a second. What happened there, Blood? Wagwamon.
I don't think the lad's doing too well.
I'm fine.
If so,
it definitely comes from Mimir. He's the one who suggested that Odin wants to go to Jotunheim, and that's why he's looking for giants. Now I want to know what Jormi's saying that made Mimir lie to us.
I just realized. Magni didn't come back to life.
That is interesting. It's known the Aesir find their own way to Valhalla. No Valkyrie escort, no processing at the gates of Helheim. That may be significant.
I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm not even gonna touch it. Because now I'm starting to connect too many things. I'm like, okay, I gotta slow down. Because this is just natural human behavior of wanting to connect everything now. Because now I'm thinking, like, why didn't Magni come back to life? Why didn't Magni come back to life? Because it literally says that it's not teasing the Valkyries, because it literally says that they don't need the Valkyries to go back to Valhalla. Yet he didn't go back to Valhalla. Why? God damn it, Corey. What have you done to us? I love you, man, but I can't play this game. I can't play this game. Playing this game is too much for me. It's just too much.
What is this place?
Because everything becomes a little hint. Everything. And I know all of them can't be it. I know everything can't be a hint. But I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
find a way across.
Or maybe Mimir deliberately painted Odin as a monster and the giants as good because he's biased? How so? I feel like Faye is controlling all of them from the light of Alfheim because Kratos even says that they don't feel like just dreams, like someone trying to tell him something. There was definitely something with the light of Alfheim. There was definitely something with the light of Alfheim because I'm pretty sure it says it in lore and legends. And it never gets brought up again. I think I made a video about this, and I'm just remembering it. In lore and legends, or in somewhere it says that Atreus keeps dreaming about the light. Like, I keep dreaming about the light of Alfheim, and I don't know why, or something like that. And then it's in God of War Ragnarok, the one who we see dreaming, and I guess I'm stretching it too much. But Kratos dreams in Ragnarok, and he finds Faye a couple of times. Like, there's a connection there. There's a connection there, and I can't... It's driving me crazy, man. Like, all the puzzle pieces are there, but they're not connecting well. They're not connecting, because... We talked about this last time. But I have evidence that at least one portion of this book might have been written before the big story change in the Norse Saga. I'm going insane. I'm literally the meme with the board in the background. Like, that's me right now. That's me. There's evidence here. I can just tell you guys, because we talked about it last time, okay? The evidence that this book, The Lore and Legends, was written before the big story change happened is because it says that when Kratos arrived in Midgard, he caused a winter that lasted for 2 years. And this winter affected all of the realms, okay? And Odin thought that this winter was Fimbulwinter, the winter that would begin Ragnarok, right? But how I know that this was written before the story change happened is because in Ragnarok we learned that Fimbulwinter doesn't affect all the realms equally. The big winter itself only happens in Midgard, whereas while it's Svartalfheim, some other stuff happened, and in Alfheim something else. So it's like, there's been a change. There's been a change there. He was going maniac. I am, bro. I am, because I can see it. I can see all of these little things, right? And then, damn it, man. Damn it, Corey. See what you've done? You've broken me, man. Just announce the next goddamn game, bro. Just announce it so I can forget about this, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. Rip the original plan for the Norse Saga. There's a few inconsistencies in Lore and Legends, like Asgard being described as a city of gold. I don't remember that. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. That's another detail that I'm like, oh wow, I didn't remember that. What I mean is, like, I forgot about that. That's what I mean. There's just little hints. There's just little hints that this, I guess this book was planned as 2018 was being developed, like near the end or something. This bothers me, man. This bothers me, like, in a fun way. Like, I have fun with this, okay? Come on, Atreus, throw the fucking chain, okay? Kuba's brain is in the higher plane of existence. So in God of War 2018, Odin has technically already won. We don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure. I need to find where we got that idea that Odin is looking for a way into Jotunheim. All I'm saying, if it's if it's Mimir who said that, we have suspicion to not believe him, okay? There's something to it, because the big reveal at the end, again, people tend to think that the big thing is the horn. It's not the horn, dude. It's the giants. The giants should not be dead. And in Norse mythology, we know that all of the giants died where? In Ragnarok, bro. And when we look at the giants in Jotunheim, there seems to have been a battle in it.
I think that did it.
What is going on? This is why. Look, this is why I get a little bit bothered with the people that tell me that I'm disappointed in Ragnarok because my theories didn't come true. It's not that my theories didn't come true, bro. It's that I can see these little things that the casual fan, like the one who just played God of War 2018 once, didn't notice. They just did that stuff did not register. But I know, bro, I know there's little things, and like it's not making sense. Like it's not making sense, man. They just want us to forget all of that. I'm never gonna forget, bro. I'm never gonna forget unless they gotta dangle a new game in front of me or something. That's when I'll maybe forget. Okay, that's this thing, man. Kuba, you really need to make a video titled Unsolved Mysteries of God of War 2018. The thing about that, Kunal, is that I am a very messy thinker. Some of you might not think that's the case, but my wife criticizes me for this a lot, because a lot of the times, bro, when I start writing a video, I don't know exactly where I'm going with it, and it's only as I'm writing the video that I'm realizing, like, oh, I can deduce this from that, right?
Bet you have come a long way.
And my theories sometimes just change halfway through. Like, I'm very bad when it comes to doing research per se. Like, it's sorry, I burped. It's more like when I'm caught in the way of in the style of thinking that everything starts to connect, right? But yeah, I have to find a way to organize my thoughts, man, and just like come up with like unsolved mysteries, right? But that's the thing, like they're not. I can't really say that they're unsolved mysteries so much as they're things that no longer make sense anymore. Like that whole thing of like Fimbulwinter affecting all the realms. That's not a mystery. That's not unsolved. That's a retcon. It's been changed, you know? And what Chronicler said about the Asgard being made of gold. That's not a mystery. That's just changed, you know? What I need to do is like separate, make a list of all of those little things that we see hints of, like, of the original story, and just see if I can compile them somehow in a satisfactory way to get as close as I can to make to deduce what the original story might have been like. I've gone insane. I've gone off the deep end. Okay, I blame long development years of games, because this is what happens. If they had released a game by now, I wouldn't. This would not be me. This would not be me. Okay. Anyway, in all the stories, he tells Odin he's trying to get into Jotunheim to finish off the giants. Wait. In all the stories, he tells Mimir. He tells that Odin is trying to get into Jotunheim to finish off the giants. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it might come from Mimir. It might come from Mimir. I feel like they had something big with the Giants plan, but retconned it by having Angrboda say the Giants just put themselves into marbles to hide. Yeah, that's definitely a retcon. That bothered me so much, man. That bothered me a lot. Anyone ever translated the runes in the Giants Ring? I think someone. I mean, I thought they would put something huge on it because it's such an obvious rune, right? But I wouldn't be able to tell you what it says right now, but I'm sure someone has. Believe it or not, the rune translation thing is not something that I got too deep into it because, for one thing, I don't think I ever quite knew exactly. I found a method that kind of worked sometimes, but sometimes it felt like it didn't translate things properly.
Maybe Freya ought to have a look at the boy.
No, I feel better now. I just needed to catch my breath. Where do we go next?
Well, now that we've got the giant's chisel, we need to learn the travel rune to Jotunheim, so we can carve it into that special gateway atop the peak, and open realm travel to the land of the giants.
You don't know it?
Alas, no. But the serpent did mention that the giants had entrusted that secret to Tyr.
Isn't Tyr dead?
Aye, but his hidden vault is very much in reach. The doors are beneath his temple, submerged in the light for generations until our snake friend shifted his weight. There we shall find the fabled Black Rune of Jotunheim.
We could also explore some more. We got that chisel now, and that vault isn't going anywhere. Seems a shame to waste the boat.
We shall see, boy.
Have you made an iceberg video for God of War in the past? No, Sesti did one though. That's how I met Sesti.
Mimir, you were in the middle of a story before.
I'm guessing you're talking about like do one for the story or stuff.
Try to end the long war.
He set about to broker a peace between the gods. Took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Anyway, I think Corey said that Kratos is the one who changes the original Ragnarok prophecy because prophecy didn't count on his arrival to Midgard. Yeah, but then again, like that. Okay, now, but that's Corey, who's not gonna reveal the whole story to you, right? And I think that kind of fits in with the theory nicely because think about how interesting this would have been for like I guess a Norse mythology story, right? Odin actually averts his fate in Ragnarok. He defeats all the Titans, right?
Ooh.
And then, without him knowing, like this Greek boy shows up and turns out to be the one who starts Ragnarok. He's like, no, I'm gonna make sure like prophecy ends with you dying instead, right? So it's like it just kind of circles back to being Kratos, you know, Kratos being like this world-changing event that he's always been, right? Although like done in a different way because Kratos now is more mature. He doesn't really want to do this, right? How long has Jormungandr been in the lake? Because Mimir says Tyr's temple has been underwater for generations. I think Freya said it. I forgot now. I forgot. Does it say in the timeline? But that's what I mean. Like now after I found out that this was written before the story change happened, I don't know how much I trust it. I don't know how much I trust it. There's like and it doesn't just apply to the Norse lore, man. There are things even in the Greek saga that I think I'm gonna blow your mind with something I'll mention in my next video, the time travel video. There's something that people don't realize about Freya. I mean about Gaia. That's really interesting, and I'm not gonna spoil it here, but like there's something that it's almost like old lore. But I'm not gonna talk about it here. You guys are gonna have to watch the video. Where does the snake? When does the snake get in the lake? The construction of Tyr's temple happened, or ends, 170 years before the events of 2018. We know that much. So he had to be... The snake had to show up later. Does it not say here? Okay, well here, I did find something that I was looking for earlier. 89 years before the events of God of War 2018, Odin creates the Traveler religion to conscript great warriors unknowingly into his search for a path to Jotunheim. So this is like one of the instances where we hear that Odin is looking for a way into Jotunheim. But then again, this happened 89 years before the events of 2018. What if he was successful in those 89 years and Kratos just wasn't even aware of it? Because again, if we're talking about Odin actually did defeat, found a way to save himself from Ragnarok, he did it in a way that no one even noticed. He managed to get into Jotunheim without even getting the Giant's Tower. Like he somehow got into it, right? Bro, the more I think about it, the more I'm disappointed because the Norse gods and story could have been so special if actually told right. Sorry, I was reading the other one. It's Gaia, primordial being like Surtur. That's not what I'm talking about, but you're gonna have to watch the video. You're gonna have to watch the video, okay? But yeah, Alexander, I tend to agree with that as well. I think it's the change of directors is more noticeable in the Norse saga.
What's behind that magical lock?
Because Corey said that there were only 3 important things, but...
Brother, the chisel.
Man, for people like me, there were more than 3 important things that needed to be answered. There were a lot of things that I wanted answers for. And who knows, they might not even been that good to begin with, okay? They might not even been that big of a deal. Wow. The dragons or even the horn, right? But I feel like that's just scope at this point.
Another one of these. It's Tyr, but the middle panel is missing. Wait, I thought Tyr was a god, not a giant.
Aye, but he was loved by everyone, including the giants. Other than me, he was the only one they gifted with their special sight. Hey, I wonder if the giants left a triptych about me somewhere too.
It's been fun to replay this game. It's been fun, man.
Actually, come on.
But I'm with you. I want a new game announcement so we can just all move on, lol.
Taught me so much.
I think...
Let me teach you something.
I think people have misunderstood. Like, whenever I talk about this thing, like the original story of the sequel to 2018, they think I'm just complaining about Ragnarok. And at that point, I'm not even complaining about Ragnarok anymore. I'm just, like, obsessed with this topic. I'm just... I don't even know if by announcing another game, this obsession is gonna go away. I think... And there's a part of me that doesn't even want an answer. Like, I find this just really fun to think about. And, again, I don't... Oh, shit. Give me a sec, guys. I forgot something. Give me a sec. I'll be back. Hold on. Alright guys, my apologies about that. I know it was like, I was mid talking about like 2018 story and all that. It wasn't about that. I had forgotten that I had made some rice. And I forgot to put it in the fridge, so I had to like go and do it. Let me get this thing out real quick. There we go. Let me see what I miss. Oh, I have a headache now. I rushed too much. Oh no. Alright, I'm good. Fun fact, the sound was actually recorded from me getting that gok gok gok. Alright, blood.
This will be fun.
Here we go.
Atreus.
Come on. You already speak it. Learning to read won't be that hard.
I know how to read, boy. Just not this tongue.
You're halfway there already then. Okay, so the runes represent a lot of different things. Some gods, some animals.
Wait.
Some... Oh, am I going too fast? Sorry.
Not that. Do you smell something?
Yeah, I do. Smells like... rain?
You ruined everything! I earned that fucking hammer!
I earned that hammer. See? Why does he say that? I earned that hammer.
But now, everyone's gonna think I only got it, because Magni's gone. It'll be a joke! Boy, if I kill you, no one's gonna laugh at me. Oh, are you dumb? That your father's doing, or did you get it from your mum? She's stupid and ugly.
Kuba, seriously, I'm getting worried. Is Kona okay? She's been standing there completely still for... I'm guessing you're talking about the mannequin. The mannequin at this point has been it's gonna be a staple in my setup. Like, no, even like if I manage to clean up my setup, the mannequin's always gonna be there. I'm thinking of putting Kratos' face on it or something. I think I have a vision for it, you know? Oh, my hand itches now. What happened to the creature Ragnarok at the end of Ragnarok? Did Freyr kill it? I have no idea. I think he died. Like, I think he exploded, right? Just with Asgard itself. Maybe there's another one? Smells like rice left out of the fridge. No, I just remember because it was 4. And I'm like, oh, I have to wake her up. And then I was going, oh, honey, there's some rice. Oh my god, I left the rice out, so I forgot to put it in the fridge. But it should be fine.
Oh, it's true. But I'm gonna get to know you really well. You're gonna be my new brother. Right after I finish killing your father! Whoops. I think I broke him.
I like how Modi could have totally moved back a little bit. He's just like, huh? Like, this feels very, like, theater. Like, he could have totally, like, moved back a little bit. But it's like, alright, you gotta beat the hell out of me, so go ahead and do it. Hey, Gaming How-Tos, what's up, man? Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Kuba. Got any tips on being a YouTuber? I just started and I wanna grow. Also, love you, man. Man, I've said this multiple times, but I'm not the best guy to be asking that. I'm not hoarding the information or anything like that. I got very lucky that I started to talk about a topic that I found interesting, and a lot of people also did, you know, and it just, my channel kind of blew up because of that. It's cliche, man, but that's really the best advice. Like, focus on the types of videos you're watching right now, okay? Because even me, like, I make theory videos, but I don't really watch that many theory videos. I don't watch lore videos per se, right? So you really have to think about what you watch, right? And in my case, I'm making this all about me, but I'm hoping this makes sense to you. In my case, I love learning about like lost gospels, for example, like things that could have made it into the Bible. and wouldn't you know it, what is my fascination with God of War now? What could have been? It's like, you have to really know what you like, what you find interesting as content, and then do it your own way. You have to be true to it. You can't follow trends, man. If you follow trends, you're just gonna become really bored at it. It's just gonna be really boring, and you're just gonna be like, okay, I guess I gotta start selling bath water now. And it's like, you can't do that. If you do that, you're not gonna be successful. I think the only successful channels are the ones that really care about what they're producing, you know? So that's, it's kind of cliche, but it really is. It's cliche because it's true, man. You really have to care about what you're making. Like, if you're passionate about it, it's what works, you know? It starts showing more cleavage, it helps with more viewers. There you go. I've done that a couple times. Luke is right. I've done that a couple times, so that might help, you know? Hey, man, thank you so much for becoming a Spartan soldier. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. In actual Norse mythology, after Thor's death in Ragnarok, Magni and Modi were supposed to inherit Mjolnir. Maybe that's what Modi is referring to here. Exactly, my boy. That's exactly why I paused it. That's exactly why. It's not... He doesn't say, I will earn the hammer. He says, I earned it. As in, like, it's already done. Ragnarok is already done from his perspective. All he needs to do is what? Get this last giant. This last scraggly giant that's not gonna be a problem because Ragnarok is already done. I earned the hammer. It's already done. You see what I'm talking about? You see, my face is melting. My face is melting. Like, it's just... I'm going insane. I'm going insane, man. Someone clip this and send it to Cory Barlog. Send it. I don't have Twitter anymore. Someone's gonna have to share this with Cory Barlog. He drives me crazy. He drives me crazy with all of these little hints, man. It's driving me crazy, man. But yes, I agree with what you said. It's a bit of luck, but also a tidbit of love as well. Oh yeah, luck. That's kind of the sad truth, man. When it comes to content creation and just blowing up, like it really is a perfect storm. Like, there's gotta be some luck involved as well, and I hate to say it because that's the most unpredictable part, you know? You could go the Mr. Beast route, okay? There are ways that you can fake it, that you can have certain titles, certain thumbnails, and it's gonna get views. I'm not saying that you can't be successful if you're not passionate. You can be. I just don't think you're gonna be happy. That's my take on it, you know? That's Kuba cooking today. Cooking my fucking brain, that's what I'm cooking. This isn't over. This isn't over. And think about when Magni dies as well. What does Modi say when Magni dies? How? Like that, I know that's not a lot. I know that's not a lot. But think about the context of how would someone react who has believed, like, for a while now that they defeated prophecy? Oh my god, we've defeated prophecy. Ragnarok happened, and neither Magni and Modi and I died. We're gonna be immortals. No one's gonna kill us. Yet then there's this Greek guy that shows up and kills him. You see what I'm going with this? Like, that surprise seems to fit in with the idea that Ragnarok already happened. You know how much money you need to go to the Mr. Beast route? That is true. I'll keep talking about, like, both things at the same time. I'm sorry. You need a lot of money, but I just shredded a Lamborghini. I'm like, okay, yeah, that content writes itself. I don't like that content, but even I would click on that video. You know, that's just... I find this content to be kind of lazy, to be honest with you, you know? And maybe I'm salty because he hasn't donated like $500, okay? Come on, Mr. Beast. Come on. Donate $500 and I'll sing you praises, man. Everyone's got a price. Minus 500.
The boy.
Atreus.
Kiba, it's so interesting to think that you wanted to be a cop. That would have been crazy. I wanted to be a cop for different reasons, though. I wanted to be a cop because I wanted to use that as a way to get into the SWAT team, because I thought rappelling from buildings was the coolest thing ever. I wanted to be part of the SWAT team. I never really cared about the detective work so much, but I've kind of gone down this direction in life now. That, again, like, that's my interest. Like, I love learning about, like,
Quickly. There's no other way.
New Testament scholars, like what they have to say. There's this theory. This is like really technical, and you guys probably don't give a shit about it. This is like really like in the weeds of it, right? And I'm not saying that it's true or anything, but it's an interesting theory that a guy is proposing. His name is like Vincent Marcus, and he's proposing that the Gospels are actually written much later in like the in the 2nd century, which would be the hundreds, the years hundreds, right? And he was written by Marcion as a way to like nail down what his philosophical view was, and then the Gospels, we know them, was like the other schools that were competitors to Marcion's. Like, again, this is really technical. No one cares about this shit, but I do. I care about this shit. Okay, I don't care about the Bible that much, but I care about how it was created. This is the part that really like fascinates me, and it's the same thing with God of War. This thing, I see hints everywhere, and I'm going insane, man. Hey, Alexander, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Bro, keep doing what you're doing. Your streams and videos have been comforting and enjoyable through God of War, through good and bad times. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're having fun, man. What is bro talking about? I feel bad. There's people here, of course, in the chat, but there's about 100 people watching as well, and they're like, bro, can you get to the game? Stop yapping, man. Talking about how Marcion created the Gospels. Like, who the fuck cares about that? Anyway. Whee! Why is there a vortex on Kratos' house? Anyway, we're not gonna even talk about that. Let's keep going. Kuba, you can rappel down a building without being a cop. Not safely though. That's the issue. Not very safely. And we've made it, boys. We have officially made it to the infamous God of War 2018 moment. Soon, in a few minutes, okay? How Thor blamed Modi about Magni's death and he's still alive. Wait, what? How Thor blamed Modi about Magni's death and he's still alive? You mean Modi's still alive? Modi's still alive, but Magni definitely isn't, though. That red vortex looks almost identical to the vortex in Valhalla. It does. But the thing with video games, because we're not dealing with reality here, at what point can we say that it's just reused assets? You know, because we know that that kind of stuff does happen in video games. It's normal, you know.
Especially now that you've taken to killing his kin. There's Forest is a blind spot for him. This is our smartest move. Anyone can heal him. It's...
I gotta lower the music. It's really loud. Hold on a second. Man, I can't even hear it.
What is happening to him?
I've seen it in mortals that some conflict of the mind expresses itself as an ailment of the body. Never in a god, but a god believing himself mortal. I can only imagine. We're almost there.
There we go. But I don't know if I made a big enough deal about the super chat, Alexander. Thank you so much, bro. I'm glad I bring my streams and my videos bring comfort to you, man. Like, it's just, that's all I can wish for, man. That's all. The fact that my videos means so much to some people, that it means a lot to me. So I really appreciate it, man. Are you gonna revisit the old Greek games? I love those videos. Also, you still owe us a Titan difficulty on God of War 2. That one I loved. I can't believe I haven't done that difficulty yet. I think the sections that terrify me in God of War 2 and the Titan difficulty is the translator moments, the translator sections near the end of it. Jesus, those things scare me. Here it is.
Somebody just called the serpent.
Something I hopefully here I can disprove once and for all. I don't really need to because Cory Barlog already disproved it, right? But I can explain exactly why the theory that the horn was Kratos blowing on Gjallarhorn in Ragnarok is wrong. Is because, yeah, the sound goes through space-time, whatever, okay? But the point is that when Kratos comes back through this area, Mimir points out, or Kratos points out that the water has receded again, which once again points to the snake being alerted to go towards the horn again, right? someone literally called the snake. It's not that a horn sound was heard. Like it literally happened, right? So that's one way that we can determine for sure that it wasn't Yellowhorn. Like there was a physical thing that happened here in the Lake of Nine that affected the movement of Jormungandr. That's very clear indication that it wasn't Yellowhorn. But again, I didn't have to do this because Cory Barlog already said that it was wrong. So I was just given a little bit more, you know? This part is so mysterious, Kuba. It literally gives me chills. Bro, I think it's hard to tell because it's been so many years since I started making videos, but I think this was definitely one of the parts that after 2018 it made me want to start making theories because, again, Cory just made this game so much more fun with all of the little mysteries he put in it, and that's what Cory is. Honestly, Cory and his mysteries is the only reason why I kept playing God of War 2018 again and again, because the game in itself is not that replayable.
It's serious. We must hurry.
And the story is good, but it's not a story that you can replay again and again. It's just, it's what I've been doing this whole playthrough, just like, what did he mean by that? What did he mean by that? It's that whole thing.
Open the door!
Open the door!
Woman, do you
Blew
hear
him.
me? It is urgent!
I'm still a god. Go away.
The boy has fallen ill! Freya!
Freya!
He's ill.
Inside. This is no ordinary illness. The boy's true nature, your true nature, fights within him.
I did this to him. I gotta pay attention. This is my favorite part in the Norse Saga, man.
I did this to him.
This is the part that I don't even want to talk about the original story. This is enough as a moment. It's such a good moment, man.
Will you help me?
Of course. There is a rare ingredient found only in Helheim. The keeper that protects the Bridge of the Damned. I need its heart.
Hell,
The realm of the dead. Do you know it?
not this one.
It is a land of unyielding cold. Fires cannot burn there, and no magic in all the 9 realms can create a blaze.
It's such a perfect setup, man. It's such a perfect setup. They didn't give us Helheim before this. They're like, no, we gotta make it a connection with the Blades of Chaos. Only the Blades of Chaos fire can withstand the colds of Helheim. Man, Cory's direction is just genius, man. Just fucking genius.
As for the dead, your frost axe will be useless.
Brilliant, man.
You'll need to find something else.
Goddamn brilliant.
Then I must return home. Dig up a past I swore would stay buried.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he needs his father.
Himmele!
This rune
Never mind.
opens the bridge to Helheim. When you are there, do not under any circumstances cross the Bridge of the Damned. There is no road back. Understand?
Boy,
Himmele.
Okay,
You
she
must
does
hurry.
it.
Through my garden, there's a path leading to my boat. Take it. Return home. Dig up your past. Do whatever you need to do. Just bring me back the Bridgekeeper's heart, and your son may survive. Now.
Oh, sorry.
Freya. When last we spoke, I was...
No. You were right to distrust the word of a god. No need to explain. Not to me, not for that. I will keep him safe. That's a mother's promise.
The music, man. Yeah, it's such a good moment. Like, the delivery is so on point, man. They nailed it. This is one area that I just can't complain. I know it's slow and all that, but
You all right, brother?
this is one of those cases where, yeah, like, the more movie aspects of these games work when it works. That sounds kind of redundant to say, but what I mean is, like, when the story is good, man, you're completely just enthralled in it. You don't care that it's just a walkie section. Like, if it's a really good walkie-talkie section, it's just good. It's just good. What's up, honey? Was I too loud? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I will do what I must.
I don't know.
Leave me be.
As you wish.
What's up? It was Sasha, honey. She was meowing before I started. Sasha's there, yeah. So Charlotte might be in there. I'm not gonna lie. She's fine. She likes it in there. Okay, honey. Okay. Okay. How'd you sleep? Okay. I'm sorry I woke you up. I thought you said 4.
Well, see, what's interesting is that for some odd reason the home thing kept going off. So I was like nice and sleep and suddenly
Oh, the rain?
yeah, it went off 3 times.
Mm.
So
Okay, well I gotta get the blades and I'll probably finish it after, because
you're on top chat.
I had to open it again. Hold on. There we go. She had a trace in her home this whole time and didn't notice the mistletoe. Okay, Zoro. Don't... Zoro ruined this moment for me. I never noticed that. You're totally right. She definitely saw the mistletoe. Oh my god. Oh my god, you ruined it, man. You managed to ruin the best moment in 2018. I never noticed that. She... Huh? Atreus stays with Freya in this sequence, right? And at this point, Atreus has the mistletoe arrow on his tunic. She should have seen...
I've mentioned this before.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, and I'm like, why didn't you do anything about it then? Like, take it from him then.
I'm sorry, you get the credit, honey. You get the credit. I'm sorry.
I mentioned it before, and you're like, don't talk about that. Don't talk about it. You're ruining it.
I'm sorry, Zoro. My wife gets the credit. She mentioned that before you, okay? My wife's better than you, Zoro.
Exactly.
He ruined it, man. You guys ruined it. Do you think the Amazon show will capture this moment, right? If the rumors are true, I don't know what to think about the Amazon show. I don't know. I'll have to reserve my thoughts for that. You're drowned in this story if you're interested and invested. Exactly. You don't care that this scene is going on for long, because it's just such a good moment, you know? This part. This camera reveal. Here. Athena.
Athena.
Oh!
Get out of my head.
It was this moment that I mean, the whole thing, of course, is like implied that it's the same curse, but it's this moment where it feels more palpable as like, this is the same series. He still has like beef with Athena, man. Like it's just the connection between the two, like. And she's so creepy looking. Look at her smile. Like it's like the Mona Lisa smile almost. It's like it's not necessarily an evil smile. Like look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that. That face is scary. Like it's not angry or anything. It's just like I'm planning something. It's headcanon. This Athena is real. This Athena is really here. What I mean by that is a demiurge. You know that, no? Notice how she looks like a statue in Fallen God. Yeah. Here she kind of looks like it too. You can see some cracks as well, you know. She looks kind of turned on. Leave it to Luke to make it sexual, right? This is the best part in the whole game for me, mainly because Atreus is not here. Come on, bro. I didn't mind Atreus that much in 2018. I've always said that. In 2018, he's more. I can digest him more. That sounds wrong. You know what I mean? She's 100% gonna be revealed to be real. In some form. I have to always put that caveat there. In some form, she's gonna be real. Okay, but before Atreus kills Modi, Modi says Thor blamed him for Magni's death. Why would he say that if Thor was dead? Well, Thor is not dead though. What I'm confused. What makes you think that Thor is dead? I've never heard that before. I think you commented that before, and that's what I didn't get, right? Yeah, wow. It's never said that Thor is dead, though. I'm very confused. Before Atreus kills Modi, Modi says Thor blamed him for Magni's death. Why would he say that if Thor was dead? Oh, you're talking about the Ragnarok thing. That Ragnarok already happened and Thor died? No. I'm gonna have to make this into a video. My whole point is that they were able to survive Ragnarok. They defeated the Titans. They averted their fate. That's what you mean, right? Do you remember what Modi said in the beginning of the scene at the mountain before Atreus kicked him? I can't quote it off the top of my head right now. What did he say? That's what I'm saying. What? I'm confused. What did he say? But then if Thor is alive after Ragnarok, why would Magni say he earned the hammer? Thor is not going to give it up before he dies. I see what you're saying, and that I don't know. That I don't know. That is a good point. I don't know why Thor would give up his hammer. I don't know. It's also a good point, like why Odin doesn't send Thor to begin with in 2018. Why does he send Baldur, right? I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but is Thor retired? It sounds bad, but it's like, what happened? Like, why is he not the one being shown in 2018 instead of Baldur, right? But I don't know. My own father called me a coward. That's what he said. Yeah. Thor blamed me for what you did to Magni. Yeah, I'm not getting what you guys are getting at. I think I get it, actually. Thoughts on a potential story where Kratos breaks Athena's corrupt form and they learn to love each other? Bro, Luke be horny, man. Luke be horny, man. He wants to ship him with Freya. He wants to ship him with Athena. He wants to ship him with Odin at one point. I love that sound effect it makes. Little scraping sound.
There's nowhere you can hide, Spartan. Put as much distance between you and the truth as you want. It changes nothing. Pretend to be everything you are not. Teacher, husband, father.
I love it when she says father, you hear like a thunder, lightning strike in the background. Like it's just like Zeus. It's just a cool detail of it.
There is one unavoidable truth you will never escape. You cannot change. You will always be a monster.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
All right, brother. Let's see what those blades can do. Watch your back!
Oh yeah, I forgot this move. Oh, nice. Gotta use the shield. Man, look, despite all my criticism of the combat in 2018, man, like Santa Monica is still like one of the best teams at making character action games, man. Because like even like with the camera and all that, like it's still fun. It's still fun. Like it's very satisfying to play. Like I'm not gonna lie, I can't argue with that.
Yes, those blades will serve quite well in Helheim. Now, I believe I see a door to the realm between realms over there, in your own front yard, no less. Take the shortcut back to the realm travel temple, then on to Helheim, yeah?
Yeah? Alright, I think this is a good time. I'm telling you all, she's real. I think this is a good time to stop for today, just because it's such a... I don't know, such a... Oh, hello, Charlie. What, was you pooping? Was you pooping? Oh, she's about to come up. Even Charlotte's telling me, okay, it's time to stop. Let me go here, I think. There we go. Let me get the chat on my phone. Kuba, friend celebrates 4 months of membership. My friend, I've been away. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's. Oh, see, I see. My friend, I've been away for the past 2.5 years, man. Have you really? I could have sworn you. Maybe you're that memorable, okay? Maybe you're that memorable that I'm like, okay, he's always been here. And I've always remembered you. But I'm like, I don't remember you being away for the past 2.5 years. But hey, man, if you were, welcome back. It's good to have you back, man. Love you. What if Freya in the future asks who Athena is, and Kratos has to tell her, she's my ex? Oh, man. I think they have to have that line in the next God of War game as a joke of some kind. My ex or something. Just it has become, at least for me, similar to the captain, the boat captain in God of War 1. Was like they gotta have it. They gotta have it in there somewhere. My ex, you know. Good timing because I'm also leaving my work soon. Yeah, I feel like this is a good time to like stop it, just because it's such a high moment. I guess this is the high moment in the story for me, and I still think like what comes after is really good. I think once we got to Mimir, which was today, we've entered into what I think is the most fun part of the game. Like from the moment you rescue Mimir up until the end, I think it's nothing but highlights. Okay, I love it. But I do think it's a good time to stop it here because I do think the Helheim level kind of slows down a little bit, and might be better to start off in the next live stream with that, you know. But it has been fun. I've lost my mind a couple of times just thinking about the original story of God of War 2018. I mean, the sequel. I'll have to look more into it. Look more into it, you know, because you guys did bring up a good point about why Thor would give the hammer to Modi, right? That's a good point. That could kind of like undo my theory, right? But I feel like there's something there. There's definitely something there. And I gotta read the God of War retrospective because apparently Corey says something really interesting in it. So I definitely have to read that. Could you sum up what's new about God of War? What do you mean? Oh, like what are the news regarding God of War? What's going on? Well, I don't know. I don't know if you saw my video recently, but there was a leak about the Blue Point game. They showed some. They released some screenshots of it, and it was gonna take place in Greece. I feel like I haven't processed that. I didn't even talk about it in this live stream. Like I might have mentioned it once, but it's like, what? Like it was gonna take place in Greece? Like how come that happened? You know, like why? What was the idea behind that? I don't think I've processed that fully. You know, and there's the God of War Amazon show, which might have gotten a cast sheet leaked as well, which says some really interesting things in the sense that it worries me that they might change the story too much. There's, of course, this is not really God of War, but we learned that one of the top God of War developers is the director of a game that's trying to be like the old God of War games called Lualand, the Cursed Sands. I'm super into that. By the way, the game company like replied in my video and like, yeah, it's happening again, boys. I'm becoming popular with the devs again. So I'm excited, you know. So that game is really good. That's about it for news, I guess. We're still waiting for this rumored Metroidvania thing. I don't know if it's gonna pan out. I hope it does. I know my wife says that I'm hoping too much, but I smell it. It's in the air, man. Something's happening, man. The best part for me was when his wife ruined the moment for him. What the god? No, she had just woken up. No, she didn't ruin anything. I had seen this moment plenty of times, and she knows that. It's all good. I'm glad you had fun, Alexander, man. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Let's see, today is Wednesday, Thursday, obviously. So Friday we're doing Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. So yeah, that's gonna be my last Prince of Persia on the channel. I might play the other ones by myself, but on the channel, live stream wise, that's gonna be my last one. So if you guys want to see the conclusion, it's not gonna happen next week. That's just gonna be part one. I'm expecting it to be a couple of parts like the other ones, right? So I'm entering the conclusion of my Prince of Persia saga here on the channel, and then Sunday my wife and I are back with Metal Gear Solid, which I kind of had fun last time. It's kind of rough sometimes, but it's not bad. The story's kind of interesting. Hold on. Play Alan Wake next, please. I have to like ask the members what series they want me to tackle next. I'll see. Has Alan Wake been released for PlayStation by any chance? The original one? Because I don't want to start off with Alan Wake 2, you know? Hey, Kuba's friend. I was a troll of this channel. I have grown up now. I hope I will be given a second chance and fulfill my dream of becoming a mod. My flask. I don't remember. What? You remember? My wife remembers you, apparently. What did he troll me with?
No, I don't remember because there's been a lot of trolls. So
yeah, I mean, to claim to be the troll, yeah.
But he was just called like Cuba's friend, and he was just like troll. I don't know how to explain it. I remember though.
Oh, okay.
I remember.
Wait, I think I might have remembered a Discord call. Were you the one?
Feel my little hand.
Oh, I see a little popsicle hand. It's so cold. I can sit on it if you want. she gave me.
Go ahead.
But I remember there being a Discord call once where this guy kind of lured me into like his theories. Like, yeah. So I have this theory that Odin is gonna show up next time and he's gonna kill Kratos. And then he mentioned something about a basketball game. And I'm like, huh? What? Oh, this guy's trolling me. This guy's trolling me. He might have been that. I don't know if it was him. Yeah, I'm the one. Oh, sorry, Charlotte. I stepped on her something. I don't know what I stepped on. She just got under my foot, honey. I remember that. Yeah, it was something about a basketball court or something. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, I gave you plenty of time. And then I'm like, okay, no. I think it was like 3 minutes and I'm like, this guy. Because you have to be respectful. You have to be respectful. You don't know, like, what if the viewers actually believe that kind of stuff, right? So I kind of gave you like a couple of minutes. And then at the 3 minute mark, I'm like, okay, all right, enough, right? Enough. You fucking trolling, right? So it's good to have you back, I guess. Stop it, okay? Stop it. I miss you, my friend. Good to have you back, man. But yeah, like I said, so Saturday we're back with Prince of Persia: Forgotten Sands, and then Sunday Metal Gear Solid. So I hope to see you guys then. Thank you, of course, to I got a bunch of new members today, so I really thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Love you, all of the one who super chatted. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys Saturday. Until then, remember, go forth in the name of Olympus. Bye.